We're going to be getting the live started here ASAP. Everybody make sure you guys hit that like button and share the live everywhere on all your social medias. We're going to get started here soon. Just chill out. I'm going to share it on a couple spots and we'll be getting the live started here ASAP. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. We're almost there, everyone. Everybody hit the like button and share out the live. I'm doing the same right now. I'm just sharing it on all of our social medias. We'll get started here ASAP. Big shout out to everybody that's tapping in, man. We appreciate y'all. What's good, everyone? What's good? Let's get it cracking. What's good with y'all? Man, we're going to get to it here ASAP, you guys. We're going to get to it here ASAP. I'm going to let a little bit more people get in the chat. And I'm going to let a little bit more people get in here. And then we'll get started. And I'll let you guys know everything that happened last night. Crazy, crazy situation, man. Crazy situation. But big shout out to all you guys for tuning in here. If you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button, share out the live to all your social medias. The faster we can get it filled up in here a little bit, then I'll get started with the story and all that, man. Crazy, crazy situation that happened last night. You know, big shout out to all you guys. If you guys got any questions or want to talk about anything, go ahead and leave it in the comment section right now. And, you know, we'll get to it, man. We'll get to it. We got James in the building. He said, what happened? We're going to let you guys know everything here in a little bit, man. Everything in a little bit. Eric Olivio says, what's up? It's all coming here really soon, man. Dion Webb says, what's going on? Big shout out to everybody for tapping in. We appreciate y'all. We're going to get to it here in a second, man. We're going to get into it here in a second, man. Not everything when dealing with these dogs is going to go the way you want. A lot of crazy situations. You know, usually we don't speak on our downfalls and things like that, you know, because most people don't really care, you know. They just want the drama, you know what I mean? As you guys can see, we got 33 people in the building. We've only got 23 likes. You know, that seems like a lot for the amount of people that's in here, but we've had almost 120 different people already come in and out of here tonight. So if you haven't, make sure you guys hit that like button. The moment we get a lot more people in here, we'll go ahead and get it started. I know you guys are ready to hear what's going on, man, and crazy, crazy situation. Juan almost says half a idea. Killinois is currently out here in Virginia. Okay, that's what's up, man. You're over here in the United States right now. That's what's up, big dog. That's what's up. Boss man, what's good, big dog? What's good with you, boss man? Big shout out to you, man. Big shout out to you. You was in our last live, keeping the conversation rolling and all that, man. We appreciate you. Real talk. Those are the type of people that we want jumping in these lives, that type of stuff. D Wright says, big ups to Killinois, man. Big ups to you, big dog. Appreciate you for tapping in. We got 43 people in the building. If you're new in here, please make sure you guys hit that like button and go ahead and, you know, share this live out to all the social medias. We'll get started on here ASAP. Keith Tinsley, man. What's up with you, big dog? It takes some drama for you to jump in here, man. Shout out to the homie Keith Tinsley, man. That's somebody I know from my city. Big shout out to you, bro. Good Brothers Kennel says, what's going on, bro? Hope all is well. Yeah, for sure, man. We're going to get to it here ASAP, you guys. We're going to get to it here ASAP. I'm just letting the building fill up. I don't want to have to run this story back, that type of stuff. We're going to get into it. It's going to be a really dope live. We're going to knock this situation out, and then we'll go ahead and answer any questions you guys got, talk about any topics you want to, all that type of stuff. About to go get this gym pump. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. That's what's up. Big shout out to you for tapping in before you go to the gym. AMB Ambroski says, my litter mate with Dollar Bill just dropped a 10-piece with Brick. I know that's right, man. Big shout out to our Killinois family in the building, man. In the building. That's right, man. That's right. Congratulations, man. This is a Killinois family member that had just picked up, well, he didn't just pick up. He picked up a female off of one of our previous litters. He came down here and bred to our boy Brick, dropped his female off. We made the breeding happen, and he just dropped a 10-piece naturally from what I'm hearing. Congratulations to you, big dog. Real talk. We got Miss Killinois in the building. Miss Killinois in the building. Shout out to her. You know, I'll see you here in a little bit. Bossman83 says, for sure, bro. Rocking with y'all the long way, bro. Real talk, man. Likewise, man. We appreciate you, bro. Anybody that gets up in these lives and shows us support and all that type of stuff, man, we really rock out with you. You help keep the conversation rolling. For those of you that are new in here and not familiar with how we get down, I jump on these lives with usually no topic. I just feed off of your guys' energy. If you have any questions whatsoever, drop them in the comment section. I'm going to pull your comments up like I pull up everybody's, and we'll answer all your questions on live. Here soon, like I said, once this building fills up a little bit more, I'm going to go ahead and get into the story of my worst nightmare. And this isn't no troll. This isn't no clickbait, man. Went through some crazy stuff last night. Philip Loomis says, Golf Cartel in the house. Okay, that's what's up, man. Big shout out to you for tapping in. I'm going to catch up with a bunch of these comments. It looks like it's getting pretty filled up in here. We got 63 people in the building. Big shout out to you guys. Make sure you guys hit this like button and share the live. As soon as we get some more people in here, we'll go ahead and get into the story of everything that went down last night. Dan Libby says, Killinois for life. That's right, man. Appreciate you, big dog. Real talk. Appreciate you, Dan Libby. We got the Killinois family in the building, man. Shout out to the homie Big Rob, man. That's the owner of Kratos. He says, what's up, Dayton? Just checking in before going to work. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. 7. We do care. You keep it real. Good for us to hear all the good, bad, and the ugly. Yeah, most definitely, man. I mean, some of you guys do, but most people are just preying on people's downfalls, and that's why we don't get on here kind of speaking about situations like this too often. But I figure I will go on here. This might be a learning lesson for some people in that type of situation, man. But appreciate that. That means a lot. Frank Clowell says, good bloodlines, the best. As a matter of fact, that's right, man. Appreciate you, big dog. Real talk. That's right. JH says, what's up, Killinois Kennels, man? What's up with you, big dog? That's a Killinois member in the building, man. Big shout out to you, man. Big shout out to you. Martin Garcia says, Dayton, love the channel, love the dogs, keep it up. Most definitely, man. Big shout out to you. Thanks for tuning in. We got Bobby Banks in the building, man. That's one of our major Killinois supporters right there. Big shout out to the homie Bobby Banks saying, what's good with you, big dog? What's good with you? We got 68 people in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button. We'll get started here ASAP. That's my word. I'm just making it through these quick comments real quick. Try to get a little bit more people in here because I know a lot of people are nosy. So let's see what's happening here. But we got Count in the building. He says, greetings from Vero Beach, Florida. That's right. Big shout out to the homie Count. He's been supporting for a very long time. We appreciate you. JA says, what's up, Killinois family? What's good? Keanu Burgess in the building, man. That's right, man. He's another major supporter of Killinois Kennels. He gets on the lives, chops it up with us. And matter of fact, the last video that we dropped on the channel was from him joining a live, commenting, and all that type of stuff, man. So we really appreciate you, Keanu Burgess. Much love, big dog. Ryan Campbell, man, that's another major Killinois supporter in the building. He says, Killinois Kennels. That's right. Woozy says, after I get my CDL, I'm going to grab a pup off you to go on the road with me. That's right, man. Get with us whenever you're ready and we'll get you taken care of, man. You know, we've actually sold a lot of dogs to truck drivers that do that same exact thing. So that's what's up. Carmelo and Cheeky TV says, what's up, Killinois? What's up with you, big dog? We in here, man. We're about to get all this cracking here really soon. Again, we got 62 people in the building, and much love to all of you. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button, and we'll go ahead and get started. Matter of fact, man, let's see if we can get to 55 likes real quick. We get to 55 likes real quick. I'll go ahead and get into this story. Let's get it. If you haven't, hit that like button. Charlie says, what's up, Dayton? Hello from Colorado. Love the dogs. That's what's up, man. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. Head Low says, Killinois still strong after decades. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Most definitely, man. And we ain't going nowhere. We're going to be here for the nice long run, man. So as you know, we've been breeding bullies ever since 1999. We're in the game almost 30 years. You know what I mean? I started breeding even before that. You know what I mean? So we've most definitely been doing it for a very long time. And thanks for recognizing. We appreciate you. Super Jermaine says, greetings from East Tennessee. That's what's up, man. Big shout out to you for tapping in. Steelman fan says, shout out from northern New Mexico. Okay, that's right, that's right, that's right. Shout out to you. Thanks for tapping in. We got 50 likes, man. Let us get 5 more and we'll go ahead and get into it, man. I know a lot of you guys are here specifically just for this. So let's get that 55 likes and we'll get it cracking. Let's get it. Let's get it. I'm here to be nosy. Pop tired. That's right. That's right. That's right. The homie Maine, man. That's my good homie right there from the P, man. Shout out to my homie Pop tired in the building. Real talk. As you guys can see, man, I got my soundboard together a little bit, man. We got some new sounds and all that cracking. So we got 70 people in the building, 53 likes. Let's get 2 more likes and we'll get it cracking. JD Dex says, what's up from Texas? What's up, big dog? Thanks for tapping in. Texas in the house. 55 likes, 1 more like, and we'll get it. We'll get to it, y'all. We'll get to it. Here we go. We need 1 more. Boom, 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 boom. That's right. That's right. That's right. We got it, man. 55 likes. Big shout out to all you guys. Again, 55 likes. It's kind of whack. We've already had 220 people in the building, man. And, that type of stuff. Big shout out to all you guys that's hitting that like button. 70 people in the building. Bill Thomas in the building, man. Big shout out to the homie Bill Thomas, man. He's a, Killinois supporter. Been showing us a lot of love. That's right. That's right. We got Everton Campbell says Killinois for years from Jamaica. Okay, that's right. That's right, man. Shout out to Jamaica in the building, man. In these lives, we usually get tons of people in here from all different countries, man. If you're from a different country in here right now, let us know in the comment section. Grand Hustle Monts says 100. Okay, appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. JH says, hit that like button. We need 100. That's right. That's right, man. That's right. Hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. 2MB says 70 people should have at least 70 likes. I know that's right, man, but that's not how it works. We got 77 people in the building. We got over almost 300 different people running in and out of here tonight. So those 61 likes ain't much of a good, it ain't that good, But big shout out to everybody from tapping in. If you're new in here, please make sure you guys hit this like button and share out the video. Share the live all over all your social medias. Jay says always showing love from the Mariana Islands. That's right. That's right, man. We got Jamaica in the building. We got the Mariana Islands in the building. I'm sure soon we'll have some more people. Again, if you're from a different country, let it be known in the comment section right now. So, I ain't gonna go too crazy, man. Where we at? 64 likes, man. Big shout out to you guys. Juanama says, let's hit that like button, fam. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. All right, here we go, man. Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. I know everybody's here waiting for that specifically. That type of deal. Brian Flattery is in the building, man. That's our Killinois family in the building, man. Killinois family. Shout out to all the Killinois families and members in here right now. And let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. So last night, man, I was chilling. I was working on a bunch of stuff. I was editing videos. I was taking care of the dogs, trying to get everything lined up, man. And I've been trying to get more on my healthy situation. For those of you that don't know, man, I'm down about 70 pounds from a while back. You know what I mean? So I'm trying to get back on my tip. I was messing up a little bit. So I was trying to get things together around here. I was really trying to knock out as much stuff as I possibly could yesterday, trying to get content out for you guys, trying to get myself together, get my dogs all together on my daily chores and all that type of stuff. And I was sitting there chilling, and I had cooked myself on something on the grill. I'm sitting there, sitting there watching some TV, eating my food, hanging out. And once I got done eating, man, I've been waiting on something to come in the mail. I've been waiting on some mail coming, and out of nowhere, I jumped up and I went to go open the door. And as soon as I opened the door, somebody was on my front porch, like right at my very front door, which kind of surprised me. I'm like, what the hell? You know what I mean? And it was some lady that lives down the road, and she was just like, hey, you got a dog loose? And keep in mind, man, I've been doing this stuff for almost 30 years. My dogs don't get loose. You understand what I'm saying? I've been dealing with American Bullies for so long, Pit Bulls before that. These dogs are some of the most, craziest escape artists you will ever find in any breed. And so when they told me, hey, your dog's loose, I was like, nah, my dog ain't loose. You know what I mean? Like that type of situation. And because I'm on point with my dogs, I've been doing this for a very long time. I know what I'm doing with these dogs. You understand what I'm saying? So while I'm sitting there chilling, like I said, I open the door, boom, some lady's just standing on my front door, which that ain't pretty normal in itself. Kind of surprised me a little bit. She tells me, hey, I think one of your dogs is loose, blah, 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 this and that. And I'm telling her, I don't think it's one of my dogs, because I've had people come up to my house before and say, hey, are you, is your dog running loose? And 9 times out of 10, it ain't, almost 10 times out of 10, it ain't my dog, because I'm on point with my stuff. I know what can happen when these dogs get loose and all that type of stuff. So I ended up running outside real quick. I went and checked on my dogs, and all my dogs was in their kennels, that type of stuff. So I'm like, man, I don't think this is my dog. And as soon as she told me, she was like, it's a big blue bully with a big old head. As soon as she said that, something clicked, because I got one of my dogs that just runs around the house, that type of stuff. And, something clicked, and I was like, man, maybe this is my dog. And, so I ended up, I'm like, where's he at? And they're like, he's way down the street, that type of deal. So I followed these people all the way down the street, and not even thinking, I didn't grab a leash or anything. And I'm looking, and I'm like, as I get down there, I noticed, and, like I said, she had told me he's got a big old head, big old blue dog, and once I get down there, I see that it's my boy. And let's go ahead and pull it up here, you guys. So lo and behold, it was this monster right here, my boy Premier. This boy is like, he is a handful, man. For the most part, the main reason why I let him just run freely, because he'll demolish any kennel I put him in. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about full-blown big kennels. He'll literally rip the bars off of them. That type of stuff. He is a very, very crazy, and as you guys can see, he's panting pretty hard. He gets overly excited, that type of stuff. So when I walk down there, it's Premier laying on the ground, and he is overheating like crazy. You know, I already know what this is going to be like. You know what I mean? I already knew what, you know, once I knew that it was premiere, I knew how bad it could be. And then once I got down there, they had him on a leash and he's just overheating like crazy. You know, once I get down there, they're telling me that there's a couple females in heat down there, and he was, you know, and one of them was loose and he was chasing this dog all over the neighborhood. You know, usually I don't slip like this. I am very on point with my dogs, okay? Very, very on point with my dogs. You know what I mean? But, you know, things do happen, man. These dogs are escape artists. He was so far gone that I thought for sure like he was gonna die. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Well, I walked all the way down there. I didn't have a leash, and even if I did have a leash, I wasn't gonna take this boy and walk him, you know, 3-4 blocks down the street. And keep in mind, this is some old footage. This boy is a straight monster. I'm talking about every bit of 100-pound dog, every bit. You understand what I'm saying? And he, you know, he when he gets himself worked up, he could throw himself into a heat stroke. And he had been chasing and running and chasing this dog all the way around my neighborhood. And you know, so I'm down there. I don't have a leash. I'm freaking out. So I hurry up and I run all the way back to my house. I grab my truck, take my truck down there, go down there, pick him up, throw him in the back of my truck. And this right here is his brother. This is Frisco. You know, it's just showing his little bit of his pedigree and stuff, that type of deal. We'll go ahead and run it back to the footage of him. But so I take my truck down there. I go and I grab him and I throw him in the back of my truck. Race him home. Get him to the house, and I take him and I bring him down in my basement because it's really, really cool in there. And I got a hose down there, and I started hosing him off, that type of deal, you know, hosing the concrete off so he'll lay on it with his stomach. You know, usually if you got like some, you know, alcohol, some lemon juice on hand, stuff like that, those are good items to use for a situation like this. You could rub the alcohol on his armpits, on his belly, you know, and just like from the alcohol being on there, it cools him down real quick. And you can also spray some lemon juice in his mouth, and that'll kind of open up his mouth a little bit, you know, because he's foaming. And, you know, that makes it hard for them to breathe, that type of situation. And, I get him home, man, and I thought for sure that he was gonna die. There was no ifs, ands, or buts in my there was no ifs, ands, or buts in my situation at all. I thought for sure that this dog was gonna die, man. So I get him downstairs. I start running water all over him, running water on the floor, that type of stuff. And then I brought a fan, one of my fans that I keep the dogs cool with. I brought the fan and I laid it on him. And, you know, you might think this is weird, but this is one of the best things that you can do in this situation. Because if he's freaking out, and your whole family standing over him, he's going to freak out even more. So once I got him down there, I had got him all sprayed down. I got the fan on him, and I just walked away from him, and I just let him chill so he would calm down. Because if I'm freaking out, it's going to make him freak out even more. Okay? So what I did was I just walked away. I let him chill. And, you know, I would walk back and forth kind of from the door to where I can hear, and I could hear his breathing. I'm telling you guys, this boy was for real about to die, man. He was for real about to die. But I'll tell you what, this dog has got some serious willpower. Very, very, you know, durable dog. You know what I mean? The only thing is he's got that big head. Look at him right here panting like crazy. You understand what I'm saying? And that's just him getting excited. You know what I mean? Like, It was hot when we recorded him this day. And like I said, this ain't the best footage of Premier. He is a way more impressive dog than this. Every bit of 95 pounds, probably a 26.5-inch head, one of the biggest heads on our yard. You understand what I'm saying? And like I said, he gets a little excited and he starts throwing himself damn near into a heat stroke. You know, we've ran into other situations with this boy too. Okay. And it's just because he's just so big. He's just a big dog with a big head. And I had literally got him down there, got him sprayed down, you know, got the fan on him, walked away for probably 5 minutes. And I could tell he was starting to settle down a little bit. You know, about 5 minutes later, I could start seeing, you know, keep in mind that this boy's mouth was pure white, tongue blue, you know, all that type of stuff. You know what I mean? In those type of situations, the best thing you can do is, like, you know, like I said, put some alcohol up under their underside, like in their armpits, under their belly, that type of stuff. You know, water really isn't gonna help him too much. Like, when a dog is in that situation, he's not gonna get overly, you know, he's not gonna start drinking water. You understand what I'm saying? Like you would hope. And, you know, like I said, man, I walked away for 5 minutes, checked on him. He was still, you know, still overheating, but starting to settle down a little bit. You know, I couldn't even get him to stand up. That's how bad he was. He was literally just flat on his belly like a frog. You understand what I'm saying? And, you know, I walked away for another 5 minutes, and then out of nowhere, he started regaining color again. And I was fully like just blown away by it, because I thought for sure that this dog was going to die, man. I thought for sure that this dog was going to die. It was an insane situation. You know, big shout out to my neighbors down the street for actually, you know, knowing to come check with me and come get me to help. And like I said, man, I mean, you know, he was so bad that once I picked him up, I was just like in a wife beater and some shorts. And when I picked him up, I mean, I literally had drool all over me, you know, which that isn't a problem, but that to just show you how bad it was. He was like literally, you know, I told the people, I was like, he's gonna die. And they was like, yeah, he looks like he's gonna die. You know what I mean? That type of situation, man. So you got to really be careful with these dogs, man. I mean, you know, after he kind of got his color back and he was good, but he was still a little like shooken up from it. You know, even today, he's kind of walking around not his normal self. I'm not saying like there's anything wrong with him. I think he just knows that, you know, that he messed up. You know what I mean? That type of situation. And he's kind of walking around slow. You know, nothing's wrong with him, but he just had a wild night. You know what I mean? And thank God that he didn't pass away, because I thought for sure that he was going to die, man. Real talk. You know, I figured this is something that I would hop on here, especially for our Killinois family members. You know, maybe some of this story will kind of help them in a situation. You know, it's really not even that hot right now, but with the size of this boy and that big old monster head and all that type of stuff, you know, he is prone to this stuff. You know what I mean? That type of situation. But let's go ahead and get into some of these comments. He's good, you guys. He's good. But we almost lost this dog last night. And that's no troll. It's no situation like that, man. It's real talk, man. This is 100% a real situation. So we got Ronnie Roscoe. He says, peace, bro. Hope everything is okay. On another note, I need an email info to send video updates. For all you Killinois family members, you know, shout out to the Killinois family in the building, man. That's Killinois family, Ronnie Roscoe out there in New York. For all you Killinois family members that want to send out footage of your dogs, that type of situation, it all goes to KillinoisKennels@gmail.com. That is our email. That's the best way to send it. Don't send it through DMs. Don't send it through private messages. None of that type of stuff, because on social media, those platforms, they downgrade your footage. So email it to KillinoisKennels@gmail.com. Isaiah Ramos, Killinois family in the building, man. That's his boy out of, I believe that boy is out of God of War in Bulla, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not 100% sure, man. Shout out to the Killinois family. Ryan Campbell says, bro, not Napoleon. No, it wasn't Napoleon, man. It wasn't Napoleon. It was Premier, big dog. I know I'm getting to these comments a little bit later, but we're going to go ahead and run through them real quick. That type of situation, again, for you guys that might be new in here and, you know, and haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button and share out the live. You know, see, look, we got people dipping. They, you know, we're not all totally done with this situation. We got people, they got the sweet, you know, they got the sweet part of the story and they got up out of here. But it is what it is. Oh my. Yeah, oh my. Yep. It was crazy, man. I really thought this boy was going to be done for, man. I really thought this boy was going to be done for. Count says Premier is a beautiful dog. Appreciate that, man. And this boy is so much better in person. I honestly got to get some new footage of him to actually show him justice. This footage is so old, but this boy is a monster, man. Monster. One of the biggest heads in Killinois Kennels, one of the biggest heads around in the whole bully world for that matter. Every bit of 26-inch head on this dog. Real talk. 100-pound dog. Not even 95, 100-pound dog. Premier is 100, trust me. Yep, Jason seen him. And matter of fact, Jason actually knows how, you know, prone he is to that type of situation. You know, one time Jason was down here for a dog show and we decided to bring Premier over. We were having a barbecue at my partner Alex's house. So Jason has a Premier daughter, so I made sure he wanted to see Premier. I brought him over, and we damn near lost him that night just out of pure excitement. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to be careful with these dogs, man. It's not like he's just like this piece of crap dog that can't breathe and that type of stuff. A lot of stuff when it comes to the heat with these dogs, it has to do with anxiety and things like that. He doesn't have anxiety like a scary anxiety. He has an anxiety where he just gets himself so worked up. You know what I mean? And, you know, that type of situation, man. Boss Man says, dang, bro, he's badass too. I hope he's okay for real, for real. He's all right, man. He's a little bit slowing down today. You know what I mean? Usually this boy's 100 miles an hour. That's the thing about this dog, man, is he is, you know, with him being so big, the boy's got an insane amount of drive. You know what I mean? If it's just me and we're just doing our thing, he's fine. You know what I mean? But in other situations, you know, like car rides and stuff like that, he gets so excited. He's like, what are we doing? He'll damn near throw himself in a heat stroke behind that. And that's what happened that night when I actually showed him to our partner, Jason. You know what I mean? But yeah, he's good, man. He's good. He's just, he looks damn good. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Like I said, this footage just doesn't do him justice. He is way, way more impressive in person. I'm talking about straight monster. Big head. One of the biggest American bully heads in the world. And that is no joke, man. I've been judging dog shows for over 11 years. And trust me, I've seen enough dogs to know. You must have been bugging. Yeah, I was tripping, man. I was tripping. You know what I mean? Because once I picked him up and I loaded him up in the back of the truck, I thought for sure it was over with, man. It was crazy. Crazy. D writes, teach, brother. Yeah, I'm trying, big dog. I'm trying for sure, man. I mean, you know, this is something you got to be careful with these dogs, man. You got to really be careful with them. They are escape artists. You got to make sure you are on point with them because they'll get up out of here. I don't even know how he got out, to be quite honest with you. I did have my back door open while I was grilling and stuff like that. And usually he don't get out in those situations, but this was just one time. I'm telling you, I've lived in this house for like 11 years. I've never had a dog get loose ever in my neighborhood or anything like that. Never once. Just this goofy right here. And that's, I was just, I was so mad at him at that moment because he literally did it to himself. He was out chasing some other dog all around the street. And I don't even know how long he was out for real, for real. You did right, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Jason says, hit that like button. Let's get the likes up as high as possible. That's right. That's right, for sure. We got Philip Simmons in the building, man. That's our Killinois partner right there. Big shout out to the homie Phil, man. Shout out to the homie Phil. Boss man says, shout out to the neighbor. Yeah, for sure, for sure. They definitely looked out, man. He'll shake back to himself real soon. Yeah, he's already back to himself, but you could just tell today that he went through a little something. You know what I mean? He ain't quite as active. You know what I mean? Like that type of situation. And he thinks he's in trouble. You know what I mean? Like that type of situation. He thinks he's in big trouble. You know what I mean? And, he kind of is. You know what I mean? But, it's not like he's in trouble where I'm going to, do something to him or anything along those lines. But he messed up. And I think that's kind of why he's kind of watching his ways around me today, because he knows that I'm kind of mad at him for doing what he did, man. Like, for real, for real. I think we got some females in heat in the neighborhood or something. You know what I mean? Great info. Yeah, for sure, for sure. Yep, great neighbors. Yes, sir. Glad he made it through. Most definitely, man. Me too. Real talk. Real talk. Annette Jones says, Killinois Kennels, hit that like button. I know that's right. We got Mama Killinois in the building. Big shout out to Annette Jones. That's her female Remy in that picture right there. Super nice girl. Martin Garcia says, Premier is a beautiful dog. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Real talk. And like I stated, man, this footage is so old of him, it really doesn't even do him justice. But you can see, I mean, just look at him right there, man. Monster head, monster bone, just an overall badass bull, man, with major size to him. I lost my boy that way. Sorry you went through that. Yeah, most definitely. I thought I was going to lose this boy too, man. I thought I was going to lose this boy too. Crazy work, man. And I'm super grateful that, and thank God that he made it through that. Isaiah Rama says, who is Premier going to next? I'm not 100% sure, man. I'm not 100% sure. I'm definitely looking to do some stuff with him. If anybody out here is looking for a stud, if you want to lock, I'll give you a crazy deal on this boy right now. $1,000 stud fee, but it must be paid in full and you can use it whenever you want. Boy's got it all, man. Monster head, $1,000 up front, all the way taken care of, and you will own that stud fee and you can use it whenever you want. And that'll just go on for the next week or so here. If anybody's interested, get with us and we'll get you right. I'm glad it was that fall season. Yeah, most definitely. I mean, it's really not fall yet, but it's been fairly decent weather, man. This has been one of the hottest summers that we've ever had. Well, I wouldn't say ever had, but it's one of the hottest summers we've had in a really long time. And we just now have got a little break in the weather, that type of situation. So thank God it was as nice as it was, but it could have been 40 degrees and this still would have happened because he's out in the neighborhood chasing a dog that was probably like majority pit bull, and she was running the what out of him. You know what I mean? That type of situation. Eric Olivio says, good to hear, all is well. Yeah, most definitely. Appreciate that, y'all. Appreciate that. Keanu Berger says, I love Premier. He's one hammer. That's right. That boy's got the drive to stay alive. Most definitely, bro. That is the craziest part about it, because I think if it would have been any other dog, they would have died. He's just got that drive to live, man. He just, like, for real, for real. He bounced back. Once I got him home and I got him taken care of, I swear to God, 10 minutes later, he had regained the pink in his face and all that type of stuff. I mean, that boy really does got it, man. And that's what I was telling Miss Killinois all night last night. I was telling him, if that would have been anybody else, that'd have been dead. You know what I mean? I couldn't believe how quick he bounced back. I've had dogs in these situations not go right. You understand what I'm saying? And he was a lot far gone than some of them. So being said, you know, he definitely have the willingness to live. You know what I mean? Keanu Berger says, I love Premier. Okay, that's the same one. Carmelo and Cheeky TV says, good to hear your dog is good. Yeah, most definitely, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. But, you know, like I said, this wasn't no clickbait. This wasn't a situation to troll you guys or any of that type of situation. This is a 100% true situation. And this boy, we almost lost him last night. Real talk. He's in timeout. He most definitely is, man. He most definitely is. You know, not for real, but, you know, I'm trying to give him a break because I feel bad for him because he's not acting like himself. I'm not saying he's like on the verge of something happening to him or anything like that. He's just a little bit more chill today than usual. You understand what I'm saying? That type of situation. But where we at? Brian Flattery says, gotta be careful not to trap him in heat with water. Family, gotta be careful not to trap him in heat with water. Yeah, I mean, that's not what I was doing. I was spraying it on the floor. You understand what I'm saying? I was spraying it more on the floor on the concrete floor in my basement. Therefore, it could get in his belly and his armpits, you know? Yeah, just dumping water on top of a dog like that while it's going through that situation is not a good thing. It could actually hurt it. But what I was doing was really just dumping the water all in his chest, up under him, that type of situation, so it can get in those, you know, get on those. And like I said, he was laying on the cool floor. I put a fan on him, and, you know, like I said, man, it worked, you know. Diamond Kyle says, hell yeah, been there. That to my girl had me tripping twice the first year I got her. Be 70 degrees, but that sun makes it 80, and she gets excited too quick. You know, that's another thing, you know. Shout out to the homie Diamond Cow. That's a Killinois family member right there. Big shout out to him for tapping in, man. He's got a female out of Warhog and Mia, and he's also got a male out of Busy Bone and Medusa, and that's what you're looking at in that profile picture. So, that type of situation. Mom Dukes, that's another Killinois family member in the building. She says, I'm here. Appreciate you, Mom Dukes. John Ronnie Roscoe says, thanks, bro. That's right. That's right. Shout out to the whole Killinois family in the building. Glad you got that boy back up. Yeah, most definitely, man. Me too, man. I really thought we was going to lose that boy last night. Real talk. And, you know, it wasn't, you know, it wasn't like I was really slacking, man. He just sneaked. Like I said, I've been living here for 11 years. And these dogs are escape artists, man. They'll get up out of there quick on you. You know what I mean? And I was lacking a little bit. But hold on one second, y'all. Let me. All right, my bad, y'all. My bad. Here we go. Oh, oh boy, almost saw the light. Yeah. I mean, it could have went that way, man. It really could have went that way. You know, thank God it didn't. You know what I mean? Thank God it didn't. And like I said, the only thing that made it not happen was the fact that he has the willingness to live. You know what I mean? Very strong dog, but he does get overheated fast. She said, "What's his pedigree?" He comes off of Michael Myers, bred to Bada Bing. Bada Bing is the littermate sister to our girl Stella, and Michael Myers. We'll show you guys Michael Myers here in a second. Matter of fact, let's just go ahead and get to it right now. This is his pops right here. This is his dad, Michael Myers, owned by the homie Lamont Singleton out there in Alton. Big shout out to Midwest Menace Bullies, I believe. Shout out to the homie, Lamont. Real talk. I think you got to give yourself a lot of credit knowing what to do with the dog going through a heat stroke, brother. No, most definitely, man. I mean, like most definitely. I knew exactly, what I could do at the time, Like I said, it would have been a lot better if I'd have had some lemon juice on deck, but usually we don't have lemon juice just sitting at the house in these situations because this doesn't normally happen. We keep lemon juice on the way to a dog show or when we're going to dog shows and stuff like that. And it would have helped a lot if I would have had that lemon juice. You know what I mean? You spray it in their throat and it'll open up their throat a little bit and get rid of all that phlegm from him panting and stuff. But we definitely made it happen, man. Ever says God is good. I know that's right, man. I know that's right. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Appreciate everybody showing love. If you're new in here and you haven't hit that like button, please make sure you guys hit the like button and share out the live. Mom Duke says, "Oh wow, sorry to hear this, D. Thank God he is good." Most definitely. Appreciate you, Mom Dukes. Scary up they do. Okay, for sure. Rob 716, man, that's another Killinois family member in the building, man. I think you missed it, bro. You're gonna have to go back and watch it. I don't want to get into it fully, but a small breakdown. Premier got out last night, was chasing some tail around the whole block, and damn near died on me, man. But we got him back. We got him back together. I highly recommend you go back and watch it, Rob. I don't want to break it down for the people that have been sitting back in here. Mayhem Kennel says, "Salute, fam. Appreciate you, big dog. Real talk. Appreciate y'all." Man, Jack Bullies, we got Montserrat in the bit is late, but here, man, we got a couple different people from Montserrat. Juan Emos, this guy's got 2 Killinois dogs right in your in same place as you, Montserrat. Big shout out to Man Jack Bullies. He picked up 2 dogs from us out there living it up in the Caribbean. Real talk. Brian Flattery says, "I'm not sure if my neighbors would have stepped up like that. You got a good connection with yours." Yeah, the crazy thing is that was the first conversation I ever had with them, man. You know what I mean? That type of situation. They live farther down from the block, you know what I mean? But they actually grabbed him up, put a leash on him so he wouldn't run no more. That type of situation. And I'm glad they came and knocked on my door, you know what I mean? That type of situation. Okay, good to know that the lemon juice. Yeah, that most definitely helps. If they're like overheating, you just open their mouth up, spray it in it, and close their mouth. Make sure they kind of like, digest it or whatever. And that'll help get rid of all that phlegm and kind of open them up a little bit so they can breathe a little bit better. Most definitely. That this little situation's gonna make me just have some lemon on deck. You know what I mean? That type of situation. New Generation Bullies in the building, man. Shout out to the homie New Generation Bullies, man. He jumps in the lives, shows us love, supports us. He says, "What's up, bro? Salute from Rockford. Appreciate you, big dog." Real talk. Mom Duke says, "What I meant to say is they have their tricks of getting out." Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. I mean, he snuck out. I had no idea he was even gone. Like I said, I was cooking on the grill. You know, I was here by myself, that type of situation. Miss Killinois was at work, and I don't even know how he got out. I have no idea how he got out. Still to this day, like at this time, I don't even know how he got out. You know, my door was closed, all that type of shit situation. But like I said, man, these bullies and they stem from the American Pit Bull Terrier, man. They're escape artists. If you ain't got especially a dog, look at them. You can see the drive in them right there. You see that just normal birth that just burst out of nowhere. You see him? That's just him. You know what I mean? Like that alone can show you the drive that this dog has. Real talk. Look at him. Just on his hind legs, ready to go. You know what I mean? Tone, Killinois family in the building says, "What's up, fam?" Man, short breakdown for everybody. It looks like there's a lot of people getting in here later. A short breakdown for everybody. To listen to the whole story, go back and listen. But last night, I don't even want to say I was slacking or lacking because I really wasn't. He just got lucky, got loose, was out running the neighborhood, chasing some tail, and damn near died on me. Crazy, crazy situation. Tone says Killinois family. I know that's right, man. Big shout out to the whole Killinois family in the building. That type of deal, man. Big shout out to all you guys. Real talk. Brian Flattery says, sometimes I'm looking at all over to find mine got locked in. Sometimes I'm looking all over and find mine got locked in the garage. Yeah, man, I don't know how he got out, man. I honestly don't have any idea because where he was, the door was closed. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know if like while I was moving back and forth, he snuck out real quick on me or whatever. It really made no sense. And I'm usually not slacking like that at all, man. That's like these dogs have been my life for 30 years, man. I know everything they can do. I know everything that they're capable of. And like I said, I've been living here for 11 years and never had a dog get loose one time. You understand what I'm saying? But this boy broke the record, you know what I mean? And I damn near lost him behind it. Mom Duke says, give my regards to the wifey. I love her too. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Yeah, Miss Killinois was freaking out last night. Miss Killinois was freaking out last night. Real talk. Big Rob says, we're happy to hear you didn't lose that monster. Yeah, me too, man. I appreciate you guys for all the support. Everybody showing love. You know what I mean? I really, I'm not one of those guys that's going to put a downfall up in here looking for attention, things like that. This is just what went down last night, and I figure I would get on here and share it with you guys. If he died, I probably wouldn't even have done this. You understand what I'm saying? But luckily, he bounced back, man, and he bounced back really fast. You know what I mean? I was so surprised, man. I was really surprised, and that boy does really have a willingness to live. You know what I mean? I did my part, but I did my part to save him. That type of situation. That's going to be both his parents right there. Not the best clip. This is when we actually did the breeding. That type of deal. That boy definitely has crazy drive. He most definitely does, man. Most definitely does. The cert. Man, I don't want to kill that. He says, is there a possible premier litter going down in the future? Most definitely he'll get bred to something here soon, just nothing right at this exact moment. You know what I mean? That type of situation. He's had plenty of litters on the channel. He had a litter with Luna. He had a litter with Fendi. I think some couple others. I can't remember right offhand, but Bill Thomas says, no matter the species, chase and tail usually ends up in trouble. Glad he's okay. That's right. That's right, man. That's right. That's right. Most definitely. And that's exactly what he was on, man. They said that they were chasing him, trying to stop him, but he kept on chasing a dog, like some female dog that just runs the neighborhood loose. That's on the regular, you know what I mean? That type of situation. Mom Duke says, hey, you're good, D. I'm happy he made it. Tell your story. I learned something new. Thank you for it. Yeah, no problem. No problem, man. Got to really be taught, like I said, a lot of reasons. A lot of people think, oh man, these dogs, they got them short muzzles and they just died. And, you know, it's not that type of situation, man. A lot of it has to do with anxiety, whether it's scary anxiety or excitement anxiety. You understand what I'm saying? And he's just one of those dogs, as you can see his demeanor in this footage of him. You know what I mean? Like, he's really nonstop, you know, he's nonstop with it. This boy has got insane drive for a dog of his size. And he's just a crazy, crazy dog, man. That's definitely right about chasing tail. I know that's right. Carmelo says, we got him back. Let's treat him with a big T-bone steak. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. I'm about to treat him with a 12-inch Jordan in his butt. You understand what I'm saying? But nah, he gets all the treats he ever wants, man. You know what I mean? He gets plugged up, but I don't know if I'm gonna cook him a T-bone for that situation. Nah, probably not for that situation. But because I am a little upset with him. I am a little bit upset with him. That's right, Brian Flattery. I'm a little bit upset with him. But it looks like, you know, that's pretty much it, man. There isn't really a whole, you know, I'm not going to just stretch this story out unbelievably long. That type of situation. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about in the chat, let it be known. You know, we'll get into some stuff. You know, I got a little bit of free time here tonight. I'm ready to chop it up with my Killinois family members, our Killinois supporters, and we can actually talk about some other stuff, man. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and get into something different here. Here we go. Here we go. Man, this is something that I like, you know, man. Hold up. Let's see here. You know, until we can figure something out, man, I'm going to go ahead and let the puppies roll. You know, again, for those of you guys that are interested in our next drop of American Bully puppies, if you didn't see the video yesterday, I had let you guys know that the puppies, we will, you know, we were supposed to record the puppies last week. Unfortunately, my partner Alex had a death in the family and we had to postpone it until this week. We'll be recording these puppies on Thursday and Friday, and I'm hoping to have the videos up with them with the ears cropped, all that type of stuff coming here really soon. So stay tuned for it. You know, we'll be getting all that cracking here really soon. So we'll go ahead and let this play. That way you guys ain't got to get stuck just looking at me the whole time. You know what I mean? So here are the pups, man. These are the Master Poe and Glorilla pups. These are the puppies that we got that will be for sale here really soon. So make sure you guys stay tuned for it. You know, these puppies are 6 weeks old in this footage that you guys are seeing right here, but they're a little bit older now. We got their ears done, and all that footage will be coming to the channel here really soon. That type of deal. Here in a second, you're going to see the parents and all that. Those updates pics. Yeah, we're going to get some updated on Premiere if that's what you're talking about. Said glad you and he is good, bro. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. Real talk. Much love. Much love to everybody showing love tonight. All that type of stuff. All that. Grr. That's right. Vince Lang says, happy 3rd birthday to Glorilla this past Sunday. That's right, man. We got the Killinois family in the building. Strong tonight. This is our Killinois family member, Vince. He owns Glorilla's littermate brother, which you guys can see is in that picture right there. That's his boy Taser, and they just had their 3rd birthday. You know, happy birthday to all the Nino Brown and Nala puppies, man. Real talk. Prayers out to your partner. Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Vince says this litter is fire. I know that's right. I know that's right. For sure, for sure. Appreciate you, Vince. Thanks for tapping in, man. Looks like things are starting to slow. I told you guys we got 36 people in here now, and I literally just ended that. By the time I ended it, there were 70 some people in here. There's a lot of people praying on our downfall, and I'm sorry that he didn't die for you guys that was hoping he did. You know what I mean? Crazy situation, man. But big shout out to the people that are left in here. We appreciate y'all. And let's get into some stuff, you guys. Let's get into some stuff. If you guys got any topics you want me to speak on, let it be known in the comment section. If you guys got anything, any dogs specifically you want me to poll up while we're looking here, that type of situation, let it be known. Go ahead and, again, we're going to be looking at these puppies until you guys can let me know something, man. Like I said, I feed off the energy in these videos of the chat. And we've been live for about an hour here. We'll probably get going for about maybe another hour. But show pick. Let's see. Who would be your pick from this litter? Man, that is a really, really hard question, big dog. That's a really, really hard question. There is no slouches. You understand what I'm saying? There is no slouches. It's really hard to say, man. I don't, as far as looking at them in this footage, is one thing, but I get to go check out these puppies again on Wednesday or on Thursday and Friday. But, it's really hard, man. It's really hard. We all got so many, my partner Alex that owns this litter, he don't even know what he's keeping yet. You know what I mean? That type of situation. So they're so close and very, very consistent, as you guys can see. Outside of the colors, of course, some dogs got different colors. Excuse me. But outside of that, the dogs are really, really close, man. And I don't feel like there's a bad pup off of this whole litter. He says, show the pics of the kennel. All right, man. I'll play that video. A lot of you guys might have seen it, maybe not. It's one of, we'll just let that video play so you guys can see it. Let's see here. Big shout out to everybody showing love to Premier, though. Showing love on the situation. We appreciate you guys. Real talk. Was definitely an unfortunate situation that we didn't have too much control over. But I guess I could have, if I paid, I was just slacking, man. But yeah, I was just, unfortunately I was slacking because it happened, you know what I mean? But it was very, very surprising to me that it did happen because I usually don't slack like that. You understand what I'm saying? That type of situation. But we'll go ahead and let this play. Hold on one second, y'all. Let this ad play so y'all ain't got to watch that real quick. For those of you that don't know and haven't seen it, this right here is going to be one of our setups, Like I've told you guys before, we have several different yards and everybody's got a dope setup. You understand what I'm saying? But this is one of our setups right here for you guys that might not have ever seen it. Male runt, Ricardo Mendez. A lot of people been calling about that male, about the runt male for sure. Lots of people, man. I'll tell you what, we haven't dropped a video on this for a minute, and it's still tons of people calling every day. When's the puppies going up for sale? What's the prices? Blah, 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 all this and that. Not blah, 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 but, whatever. But, You know, we got so many people calling ready for those prices and ready to see those updates to get one of these puppies. It's not even funny, man. And big shout out to all you guys. Real talk. Glad the bull is back and will new to the channel. Love what you're doing over there. Straight fire. Quick question. What kibble do you recommend? Man, we're not a real big you know, we don't, you know, what you guys are looking at right now is our setups and that type of situation. But as far as like, we're not on here promoting kibble, bro, because the kibble that we feed, they don't show us no love. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I've called, reach out to them, you know, trying to get some deals on it because we could put a good light on their dog food, but you know, they hit us with this breeding program situation, and man, you could do that and not have any following. You understand what I'm saying? So our dog food that most of us feed over here is a mid-tier dog food. It's not the best stuff on the planet. It's not the worst stuff on the planet. But our dogs don't look the way they do because of the dog food we feed them. Not even close. You understand what I'm saying? So our dogs look the way they do behind genetics. It has nothing to do with what we're putting inside of them. It's all genetics, man. All genetics. And you know, that type of situation. So, you know, the dog food, you know, I go through a 50 pound bag of dog food every single day. So with that being said, you know, I'm not feeding $80 bags of dog food like some people do. And really that stuff don't make that big of a difference anyways, man. You know, we feed a nice mid-tier dog food. You become a Killinois family member, you pick up a dog from us, and we'll let you know what we feed. But outside of that, we're not going to be promoting no dog food companies because they don't do too much. They don't show too much love. I love that black pup. Word. That's right. That's right, man. Mom Duke says beautiful setup. Appreciate that. You know, this is just like our indoor garage setup, that type of situation. But looks like I've caught up with you guys, man. If you guys got anything you guys want to speak on, you know, I'm gonna let this play through because there is quite a bit more to show you. But if you guys want me to speak on anything else specifically, let it be known, man. Let it be known. Debo, what dogs do you own in male and female? Bro, how many times I don't get it with you, bro. I feel like you're a slick hater or something, Debo. Real talk. Like every time you get in here, you ask me stuff like this, and it's just weird, bro. I'm not telling you which dogs I own, male and female. I'm not telling you that because we move as one over here. I don't know how many times I gotta tell you that, bro. I mean, I appreciate you tapping in, but it almost seems like you're a slick hater. You know what I mean? That type of deal. You understand what I'm saying? But I feel like you really get in here with like, you know, I've seen a lot of the comments and I'm not even going to bring them up, bro, but I don't know why you just can't accept that. I'm not going to tell you that. We move as one. My dogs are Killinois members' dogs too, and their dogs are my dogs as well. We move as one, bro. Okay? But don't get it twisted. A lot of your favorite males and females I own. You understand what I'm saying? You bring up a lot of negative stuff in our comments, bro. I'm going to end up blocking you. Show some love or you're getting blocked. Real talk. Martin Garcia, do you have a site where we can check out your studs out? You know, go to our YouTube channel. Right now, we have a website that is currently being worked on. It's under construction. I got to get back on it. But yeah, we'll let you, you know, the best way to see all of our studs is to go on YouTube, get on our channel and go to the American Bully Studs playlist, and you can see pretty much every stud we got. The website is in the works and it's going to be super, super dope, man. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Once I get that website done, get everything up, that's when we'll start selling the merch and all that type of stuff. So stay tuned. Big Rob said that's a badass setup. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. Real talk. Real talk. Brian Flattery says food company is one losing out. For what they give, their return would be 100 times more. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely. Most definitely. And I mean, it, you know, it is what it is. I'm not tripping like that. You know, we got a big platform. I offered the company that we buy from to promote their dog food and just see if they would literally cut us a deal on the dog food. And, you know, they hit us with the same little spiel they hit up everybody with. Here's our breeder program. That breeder program is whack. You understand what I'm saying? That type of situation. Troy Clark says most of the expensive dog food is a big bag of flour anyways. That's right, man. That's right. And like I said, man, the dog food really doesn't matter. I mean, as long as you're not just feeding it some old Roy from Walmart or something like that, you know what I mean? But the dog food is not going to make or break your dog. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to make or break your dog. You are going to have, you know, your dog either is going to have it or it's not going to have it. You know, that type of situation. But, you know, another thing is like, you got to make sure you take care of your dog good. You know, for all you Killinois family members, don't read the bag and find out how many cups of food you're supposed to give that dog. You know, if you got a Killinois dog and it isn't holding good weight and you're following those situations, it's because you're not feeding that dog enough. You know, I've never measured out a cup of dog food in my life, you guys. I grab their bowl, I fill it up, and I give it to them. And they also have plenty of water. Water is just as much as important as dog food. Make sure you always have it fresh water, that type of situation. But dog food is not going to turn your dog and make it look like one of these dogs. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to do that, man. It's not going to do that. Mom Dukes is laughing at something. If you could clone one dog that way you can have that experience raising and living with the dog again, who would it be, brother? That would probably be my boy Killinois Debo, man. You know, that would be my boy Killinois Debo. Foundation dog, one of my favorite dogs ever. That dog was like my son. You know, he hits the heart a little bit more. You know, he was a very good producer. You know, that type of situation. But, you know, was he my favorite dog I ever had of looks? No, not necessarily, but he threw some badass dogs and he was my heart. You know what I mean? He was the foundation of this kennel. So it would be Killinois Debo. Irvin Hernandez says, makes sense. Appreciate the respond and God bless. Respond, bro. God bless. Appreciate you, man. Most definitely. And like I said, you know, like if I felt like it was going to really help you, bro, I'd just tell you, but it ain't, we don't feed nothing like life-changing dog food. And there's no such thing as it. You understand what I'm saying? That type of situation. This is going to be our outside setup right here, you guys. 601 MLB Bully Camp says asking. I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about there, big dog. Let it be known in the comment sections. Says hello, tell them. That's right, Mom Dukes. I'm just tuning in. What happened last night? Man, you're going to have to go back, bro, because I don't want to really, you know, a lot of these guys been here the whole time. I don't really want to run it back. But one of our dogs almost died last night. Go ahead and rewind it all the way back and you can listen about it, man, and pay attention to it. You know what I mean? No disrespect, but one of, you know, a short situation, one of our dogs almost died last night. Keanu Burgess says, Killinois Hammers, one unit, one family. That's right, man. And that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you know, I don't hide that because I don't hide like whose dogs are whose, because I feel like I got some of your guys' favorite dogs. You know what I mean? I could show you, I got nothing but bulls, man. I got a whole yard full of bulls. I don't know why this dude keeps asking me this. You know, he keeps on asking these, man, I'm trying to be respectful here, but he's getting on my nerves. That dude's getting on my nerves, for real, for real. Gets in here trying to stir up drama, talking about why I don't talk to this dude and why I don't talk to that dude. And man, ain't nothing. Get on, bro. Get on. Go ask them why we don't talk. Maybe they'll run their fucking mouth. Excuse my language. Ask him why does it matter? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, man. All we move as one. We've done this since the birth of this kennel. It's always been a one. We push as one. You understand what I'm saying? Like, whenever we're having litters for sale, I'll let you know who owns that female. I'll let you know who owns that litter, because you're going to be paying that person. You understand what I'm saying? That type of situation. But outside of that, we move as one. My dogs are theirs and their dogs are mine. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to be like, in one of the main reasons I do that is because I don't want people saying, hey, Dayton, I want to wait for your litter because I'm the only one you guys know. You know what I mean? That type of situation. It's not what he thinks. You understand what I'm saying? It's not what he thinks. And a lot of people get it twisted. There's people out here in this world that think that I'm just the guy that promotes everything. Like I don't have dogs or something. Like I don't bring no value to the kennel outside of promoting. Are you fucking insane? Get out of here, man. I've been doing this for 30 years. Man, get out of here. Vince Lang says, nice clean setup. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you, Vince. Real talk. There's a lot of people out here running their mouth on the outside looking in, thinking that they know what we got going on over here at Killinois Kennels, all worried about how we do things and things like that. And I'm not talking about any of you guys that are watching. I'm talking about haters in this bully community, these secret watchers that are in here right now watching just with a frown on their face like Snoop Dogg and Baby Boy. You understand what I'm saying? Like that type of stuff. Mind your own business. Don't worry about how we get down. Don't worry about how we move, and get a life. How about that? You know what I mean? Crazy. Martin Garcia, I love Busy Bone Size. Appreciate that, big dog. Appreciate that. Real talk. Real talk. Keanu Burgess says, killer setup. I wondered why those bulls are hammers. Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Appreciate it, big dog. Appreciate it. This is some older footage. You know, we're working on some updates and things like that, but don't trip. We'll be showing you guys. American Bully says, good evening, fam. Good evening, man. Big shout out to you for tapping in. We got 53 people in the building. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit that like button. Share out the live. We appreciate y'all. Real talk. Tone says, oh, I got to be the first caller to get the runt since people are eyeballing them. Oh, man, you're Killinois family. You already know, bro. You just hit us up, bro, and it's yours. Count 360 says, Count 3630 says, do you think certain dog foods are better for bullies than others? I have been giving my dogs a freeze-dried food. I mean, I really don't, man. You know what I mean? I don't think like, man, if you feed it this dog food, your dog's going to look crazy. You know what I mean? Like that type of situation, you know what I mean? But, you know, of course, you know, maybe you're feeding a dog food that your dog don't like. You know, of course you want your dogs to eat to get to their full potential. You know what I mean? But don't measure. This bag says 2 cups and 3 cups, and man, screw all that. Fill that bowl up with water and food and let them eat as they want to eat. When they want to stop eating, they'll stop eating. You know what I mean? And if they just smash it all, throw a little more in there. You know what I mean? Of course, you gotta build your dogs up, man. You know, these dogs, you can't just like starve them to death and expect them to be, you know, I'm not saying necessarily starve them to death, but you're literally starving them. A lot of these dogs, you got a dog that is like the build of a 90-pound dog, and you're feeding it 3 cups of dog food every day because that bag says so. You're tripping, and your dog ain't made its full potential. There is a lot of Killinois family members that their dogs are, you know, they could use a little bit more weight on them. Don't read that bag, man. Fill that bag up, fill that bowl up, make them eat. You know, let them eat. That type of situation. Mom Duke says, yep, I knew how and what we fed Tiana. You will call us crazy. She's spoiled. Yeah, most definitely. I know you guys do your thing with her. Most definitely. Shout out to the whole Killinois family. I think your girl would want Napoleon. I think your girl would want Napoleon. I don't know what you mean by that, bro. Napoleon is my girl's dog. You understand what I'm saying? She don't have to want him because it is hers. He's not even mine. He's her dog. You know what I mean? And he'll damn near get at me behind her just because I'm hugging her. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Count 3630 said, would you consider Premier a pocket? No, he is not a pocket. He's on the borderline, man. He's on the borderline. He's probably more of a standard, though. I'm not 100% sure, bro, because we don't really care about that type of stuff, man. We don't care if it's a pocket. We don't care if it's a standard. A badass bull is a badass bull. You understand what I'm saying? That type of situation. Carmelo and Cheeks TV says, what's your dog's diet consist of? Food and water, bro. Dog food and water. That's it. We don't do anything special over here. You understand what I'm saying? You know, you can give them like a daily vitamin or something like that. You know, that type of situation. Food, water, make sure they're wormed. That's it, bro. Nothing crazy. Our dogs, I cannot stress that to you guys enough. Food is not gonna make or break your dog. You understand what I'm saying? Either your dog has it or it doesn't. You understand what I'm saying? That type of situation. Well, yeah. I'm about to block that dude, man, because he just don't do nothing but get on here with negativity, man. Like I said, he's always like, please tell us whose dogs you own. What does it matter, bro? You know what I mean? Like, I don't do that to save me. I do that to save my partners. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that type of situation. And I mean, and it's not even so much that, but it's just, we move as one. Me and my partners are Killinois Kennels. You understand what I'm saying? We move as one. You understand? You might find out through some videos who owns this dog, who owns that dog, you know, but I do my best to try to hide that because we do move as one. There are people out there that will say, Dayton, I want to buy a dog off of you. You understand what I'm saying? Situations like that. When you don't have to worry about that, because if you're buying a dog from Killinois Kennels, you're getting a dog from Killinois Kennels. You understand what I'm saying? That type of situation. Vince says, you're so transparent about the entire operation. All someone needs to do is watch all the videos. Most definitely, man. I mean, that's what I'm saying, man. Like, you know, if he pays attention and he watches and he listens, he'll know this for the most part. But, you know, he keeps on saying it like, I don't got no dogs or something. It's like, dude, get off of that. You ain't said one positive thing in our chat. The only thing you've ever said, and I don't want to keep talking about this dude because F this dude for real. You know what I mean? But, you know, because I just know he's got ill intentions. He's not on here showing love. He's never said one positive thing about us. Not one. He just says what we should do and what we should tell him. And, you know, he's trying to create drama between me and other kennels because they don't see that we're talking and stuff like that. But what do you know? You don't know if we're talking or not, dude. Mind your own damn business. That type of situation. Get a life. Permanent Boom says, stay in our own lane and much love to my Killinois family. That's right, man. Big shout out to the Killinois family. Furman Broom. If you got a Killinois dog, let us know who it's off of, big dog, because I'm not familiar with you by your screen name here. On the clone. Man, what did I pass up something like that, man? If that's what you're talking about, subject is changing so fast by the time I answer it moved. Something on the clone. If I could clone a dog. I think he was talking about that. And I said Debo. It would be Killinois Debo because I love him. I love that dog. I mean, I love all my dogs, man, but I had a special bond with this dog. This dog been through every rough situation I ever been in through in my life. You know what I mean? He was like my son. Real talk. Shout out to the Killinois family, Steelman fan. That's what's up, big dog. Are you Killinois family? Let it be known in the comment section. Did you pick up a dog from us? That's what Killinois family is. Killinois family is customers that picked up dogs from our kennel. Killinois Kennels, those are me and all my partners. I just want you guys to understand that if you don't already. Subject is changing so fast. By the time I answered it, it moved on. Yeah, sorry about that, man. I mean, you know, I'm trying to make it through the comments. You know, nobody's gave me anything real to keep on a long conversation. You know what I mean? And I'm not really 100% ready to like pull up stuff of Debo, that type of situation. Your wife with Napoleon. Yeah, I mean, like I said, Napoleon is her dog, bro. You know what I mean? He is her dog already. Vince Lang says people just have to do some research on appropriate food for the breed based on the dog's stage of development and see how your dog likes it as it grows. Yeah, but also doing some research could throw you off, you know what I mean, as well, because there's so many people out here, you know, stating BS, regurgitated content and things like that, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, man, food, you know, of course you want to feed it a good, decent food, that type of stuff. But, you know, like I said, we feed a nice mid-tier dog food, not the best stuff in the world, far from the worst. You know what I mean? That type of situation. But the food is not going to make or break your dog. Sometimes you got to, you know, motivate it to eat, you know, like with my boy Debo. When my boy Debo was a puppy, or not when he was a puppy, when he was a whole grown dog, you know, I used to take him to dog shows, but he was my house dog. So when you got a dog that's living in your house and it's like your, you know, pet more than it is like your kennel dog and things like that, they want to be stuck up your butt. They want to know what you're doing. They want to be all into you. You know, Debo used to walk over, take a bite out of the food, chomp on it, drop half of it on the floor, and then come right back and kick it with me. You understand what I'm saying? So whenever it was time to go to dog shows and stuff, I'm motivating him to eat. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of you Killinois family members that got dogs and it's like your pet and it's just always up your butt, that type of situation, they care more about what you're doing and hanging out with you than eating so much. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes you want to, you know, give them a little extra to try to add some weight on them. That type of situation. You know, you could cook up some chicken breast. You can give it some ground beef. You can give it raw ground beef and just add it with its kibble. You know, things like that. You know what I mean? You know, situations like that, you know. But, you know, the dog food isn't going to make or break your dog. But sometimes you also have to, you know your dog and know what it's doing and paying attention to what it's doing. Like I said, shit, Debo used to walk around with a dirty sock in his mouth probably 5 hours out of the day. You understand what I'm saying? That type of stuff. And he didn't care about eating because he wanted to hang out with me. He wanted to chill with me. But let me throw a little something on that dog food and he's going to max it out. You understand what I'm saying? You know, when dogs eat dog food every day of their life, sometimes they get bored with it. You know, sometimes you got to give them a little extra something else. You know, a little, you know, maybe a little grease on the dog food, maybe some rice and some chicken or, you know, that type of situation. But if you got a Killinois dog and it's a skinny dog, then you need to up its food. Because there's no reason it should just be like a skinny little whack looking dog. You know what I mean? That type of situations. On picking a clone, that's what I'm getting at. Yeah, he said something. He said something about what would I do with the clone or whatever, and I just said it would be Debo. If I was gonna clone a dog, it would be Debo. If it was possible, that would be the dog that I did it with, and that's just because I loved him. You know, he was a real good producer. He was my foundation dog, and if I could have him back, that would be the dog. Now, if I was looking at it in a, as what's going to benefit my kennel the best and things like that, then it might have a different answer. And I really don't know what that answer would be in that situation. It might be Debo's son right here, Enzo, another Debo's son right here, Bodie. You know what I mean? That type of situation was these ain't real good representations of those dogs, but that type of situation. 36 count 3630 says, I love your channel. You go out of the way to create a community, and you and the Killinois crew deserve your success. Appreciate that, bro. That means a lot. That means a lot, and that is what we do, man. We've created a community. We've also created a family. You know what I mean? And just because you guys ain't part of the Killinois family doesn't mean we rock out with you. Any of you guys that support this channel on the regular, show us love, share out our videos, we rock out with you guys harder than some of our Killinois family members that don't tap in. You know what I mean? So, most definitely, bro. Thanks for recognizing that, man. And I'm glad you let that be known. Real talk, bro, because it's not me saying it. It's him saying it. You understand what I'm saying? Donze backs and says, proud Killinois family member. Okay, that's what's up, bro. I didn't know you was part of the Killinois family. Which dogs did you pick up, bro? Let it be known in the comment section. Is it one of those dogs in your profile picture? And if it is, let it be known, bro. Because I probably I know for a fact I got your number saved if you bought a dog from us. But I don't know you by this name right here, and I don't know those dogs specifically. But let it be known, bro. What dogs did you get from us? Mom Duke says ours do both. 3 times a day, shiz all over Brian and comes to me for the yummy. That's right. That's right. That's right. For sure. I don't know what you was talking about at that situation, bro, but apparently you was agreeing with me, and we appreciate you. Real talk. Yeah, Miss Killinois and Napoleon. Yeah, that's Napoleon's her dog, bro. Napoleon's her dog. Taser's definitely not food motivated. Now he'll only eat once in the evening, but would rather be at my feet the rest of the time, just like you said. See what I'm saying, man? I just don't be on here just talking, man. It's real talk. And I'll tell you what, Vince, my brother Kev Green sells that raw up there. And honestly, I think your boy Taser, I know he's like that. I could see him gaining a good 10 pounds on him. And that'll make him look a lot better. You know what I mean? I highly recommend grabbing some raw from Kev. And if you're interested in that, man, hit me up once the live's over or tomorrow or whenever, and I can put you in tune with it. And I think, you ain't got to give him a bunch, but just a little bit to motivate him to eat a little bit better. Because I'll tell you what, he put on a good 10, 15 pounds. That boy's going to look even crazier than he already does. Don't get it twisted, though. That boy Taser's a badass dog. Real talk. Even if he doesn't, you know what I mean? But like I said, you got to kind of motivate them a little bit when they're your house dog and when it's more of a pet versus, like I said, man, when it's a pet, and it's just, it's your dog more than you guys like trying to run a kennel and you got it out in a kennel. And, when that dog's your rider, it doesn't care about eating. It's going to be at your feet. It's going to chill at your feet. So sometimes in those situations, you got to motivate them to eat a little bit. But let's go ahead and get into something else, man. While I'm sitting here waiting, you guys, We got 64 people in the building, man. Big shout out to all you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you guys hit that like button. I'll tell you what, if we can hit 150 likes, I will show you guys a sneak peek look at these puppies with the ears done. It's just going to be a picture, but I will give you guys a sneak little peek if we can hit 150 likes, okay? But I have to use the restroom. Give me 2 minutes and I will be right back, okay? I've been over here talking. I've been drinking a ton of water, that type of stuff, and I have to use the restroom real quick. Chill. Stay right here. Stay right here. Matter of fact, I'll play something for you guys to watch. How about that? Usually I will just play the be right back screen, but I'll play something for you guys to watch right here. Give me 1 second. And the dogs do nothing but get better and better. And this boy is no different. Right back, you guys. We introduced our boy Big Clout here and several super nice females. This is our girl Remy, and the next few dogs are all gonna be females. This is our girl Siri. She's the only one that we didn't produce. Every other dog you guys are gonna see in this clip was produced right here at the Killinois camp. This is gonna be our girl, Killinois Medusa. She just had an amazing litter with our boy Big Clout, 12 puppies. This right here is gonna be our girl Sasha, another super nice female that just had a litter with Big Clout. This right here is gonna be our girl, Killinois Pink Starburst. She just had a Big Clout litter herself. And last but definitely not least, this is gonna be our girl, Killinois Glorilla. Make sure you guys get over to Top Dog TV and follow us on that channel. The next video we drop will be a Top Dog TV exclusive only on that channel. We're gonna break down a lot of information, a lot of stuff that's coming up with Top Dog TV. Make sure you guys get over there and follow us right now. I'm gonna pin a comment in the bottom of this video that you're watching right now that'll take you straight to the Top Dog TV channel. If you're trying to do that from your phone, it's gonna open it up in a web browser. Go all the way to the top of the web browser, click on those 3 dots and open in the YouTube app, and that'll make it to where you don't have to sign in. We're on the road to 100K subscribers right now, and once we hit 100K, we're gonna do a giveaway on a super nice puppy. We're 70,000 right now, so we're not far off. Make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out. Don't forget to hit that like button and let us know where you're tuned in from. But that's enough for all that. Let's go ahead and get into the footage you guys all came here to see. This boy on the far right there with the patch on his eye is gonna be the dog that we're gonna be showing you guys today. We figured we'd give you guys a little sneak peek look at him as a puppy. That way you guys can see that transformation. But this boy was a bull. If you guys know which litter this dog came from, let us know in the comment section. Now allow me to introduce you to our boy, Killinois Kennels Dollar Bill. We should have named this monster Polar Bear because that's exactly what he. All right, you guys, I'm back. Sorry for the hold up, man. What you guys are looking at right now is Dollar Bill, man. This is a Killinois dog done the Killinois way. Again, you know, make sure y'all, if you're new in here, make sure y'all hit that like button. If we can hit 150 likes, I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek look at the puppies with their ears done. 150. We're only about, what? Whoa, about 35 away. So we're getting pretty close, y'all. Hit that like button. All right, here we go. My bad, y'all. My bad. That water be running through me sometimes while I'm on here. Can y'all hear me? All right, yeah, you guys can hear me. You guys can hear me. You don't have to respond to that one. Yo. Yep. All right, we're good. Yeah, this is Dollar Bill, man. This just started playing on its own, man. So we're going to go ahead and talk about it, man. Killinois dog done the Killinois way. This is a mixture of some of the best American Bully blood out right here. This boy is off the hook. Real talk. Real talk. And when we dropped that video yesterday, I had use this boy for the for the thumbnail. None of those dogs were, I put him on the line bred side, which he's really not line bred. And then I put Brick on the inbred side. Brick is not inbred. Those were just two dogs, okay? So I just want to put that out there for everybody. Where are we at? Brian Flattery says, Tiana definitely food motivated. That's what's up, man. He's talking about his dog he picked up from us out of Big Clout and Medusa. That's right. That's right. Nene's in the building. He said, I was a little late, but I'm here now. We got the Killinois family in the building, man. In the building. You can see his God of War clone. You always talking about clones. That dude right there has got a God of War clone. Real talk. Shout out to the homie Nene. Hopefully, I don't know if your name's Nene or it's your girl's name, bro, but you told me to call you Nene because I feel like I'm going to kill that name. You know what I mean? But big shout out to Killinois family in the building. Real talk. Amy Hayes says, I just came in. What happened? A small breakdown. Our boy, really you guys need to go back and watch the beginning of the live. I don't really want to chop it up too much about that, but a small breakdown. Last night, my boy snuck out, was chasing some dog around the whole neighborhood and almost died from a heat stroke. And he just overworked himself so much that he damn near went into a heat stroke, and I almost lost him last night. But the story's pretty crazy, and if you haven't seen it, once the live's over, back it up all the way, and you guys will hear the whole breakdown. Crazy, crazy story. Troy Clark says, hit that like. The homie Troy is ready to see these puppies, man. That's right, man. Hit that like button. We're at 117, man. As soon as we hit 150 likes, I will go ahead and drop a picture of the puppies with their ears done. Mom Duke says, oh my God, come on, peeps. Get the likes up. That's right. Hit that like button. That's right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Bong Tokes for Jesus. That's right. He says, local dude want to XL like my boy. I talked him into a pocket. Good thing, because he can't even handle the little 5-month-old. Some people just shouldn't buy big XLs. Yeah, I mean, they're hard to deal with, man. You know what I mean? If you don't have any experience on dealing with a big pit bull, most definitely, man. Most definitely. Edward Camargo says, hit that like button. That's right, y'all. That's right. Hit that like button up, man. We're at 121. As soon as we hit 150, I will be giving you guys a sneak peek look at the puppies with their ears done. He's got Big Clout times Medusa, Dakota. Okay, he's got a female, and then he's got Busy and Medusa Brown Star. Okay, so both of those dogs in your profile are Killinois dogs then, right? If so, man, send me that picture, bro. Send me that picture, text me that picture, or email me that picture man, I'm sorry, bro. This whole time, I thought you were just another guy with the dogs out here. I did not know you was Killinois family. But big shout out to you, man. And them dogs is looking great, bro. Send me that picture if you would, bro. I'd appreciate it. As you guys can see, man, he's got two badass bulls in that profile picture. Those are Killinois family member right there. Big shout out to him, man. Brian Flatterly says, as long as I got D's pedigree, I'm not interested in DNA. Did for my wolf dog. Yeah, for sure, bro. For sure. I mean, our pedigrees is all 100% legit, real. You don't have to do no DNA is to know what you got behind your dog, because we literally show it in all these videos. Mom Duke says, Amy Hayes, he almost lost his dog. Appreciate you for letting them know, Mom Dukes. Real talk. Edward Carmargo says, hit that like button. That's right. That's right. Mom Duke says, D, you're killing me. Appreciate that. She said he's gorgeous. She was talking about Dollar Bill. That's who we were just looking at, y'all. Here's run it back on Dollar Bill. All right, our Killinois, he says, that's my name. Okay, that's right. That's right, man. I remember you saying Nene. I don't know, like, Elim. Yeah, bro. I will. El Nene. Is that what it is? El Nene Malo? El Nene Malo? I'm just going to call you Nene, bro. That's right. That's right. Hey, man, I'll tell you what. Matter of fact, while the homie's in here, we're going to go ahead and pull up his Instagram so you guys can see this God of War clone. Boy is off the hook. Real talk, man. Shout out to Nene and his family. They got that boy out there looking great. Real talk. I'm going to pull that up right now. I'm going to pull that up right now, you guys. Let's see here. Ah. Ah. Man, come on. I'm having a hard time finding it, man. For some reason, it ain't pulling up. Let me see here. Hey, Nene, can you send me a message on Instagram real quick? For some reason, your Instagram isn't pulling up when I'm searching for it. Send me a message on Instagram real quick so it'll be easier for me to find it real quick. He says, for sure, Killinois, and I'll send a pic. Phil is my guy. Okay, that's what's up, big dog. That's what's up. They're looking good in that picture, bro. Real talk. Send me that. Send that joint over. Mom Duke says it means the bad boy in Spanish. Nene? That's what it means? Let me see here. See if he sent me a message real quick. Yeah, okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Man, it's been a while. Okay, I think this is it right here. Never mind, bro. I think I got it. Hold on. Yep, this is it right here. All right. You don't have to worry about that, Nene. I just found it, man. Let's get to it. This right here is going to be our Killinois family members Nene's page. It's bullies underscore bullies. Make sure you guys get over there and give him a follow, man. This guy's got a straight God of War clone. God of War clone. As you guys can see, you know, this isn't the absolute best picture of him, but you can see that boy favors God of War like crazy. Look at the movement on this boy. Got a little drive to him right there. Look at that monster right there. I like this clip of him right here. That really shows like him looking like his pops right there. Look at that boy. Oh, damn it. I needed to pause it right there and while it zoomed in so you guys can get a real good look at him. This boy's a straight. See. Yep. Look at him right there, man. Straight God of War clone. Matter of fact, this boy is probably going to outdo God of War when it's all said and done. Real talk. She said, you make me laugh when you say El Nene Malo. Am I not? I thought it was like one word and I just didn't want to kill it. It looks like El Nene Malo. Is that right? Let me know. Big shout out to all of our Latino Killinois family, man. We got a lot of them, Mom Dukes included. All right, there we go. Mom Duke says, "Yep, that's it." Okay, for sure, for sure. This boy's off the hook though, off the hook. Super, super nice bull, man. That boy, man, off the hook. Off the hook boy right there. Real talk. Shout out to the homie Nene, man. Again, give him a follow over at Bullies_Bullies. That's right. Yep, Mom Dukes is Latino too. Ryan Flattery says, if you didn't hit the X, give him a like and come back in here. That's right. That's right. We got 124 likes. We're only 26 likes away, and we'll give you guys a sneak peek look at the puppies with their ears done. It's not going to be all of them. I just got one picture. I just got one picture of them I'm going to show you guys. But yeah, for sure. Count 3630 says, what pick was the God of War clone? Man, that was another litter. Matter of fact, let's pull that up, you guys. Give me 1 second. We're going to pull that up. I'm going to show you, and you can tell me who you think was the pick. That's what I try to tell you guys. These picks that you guys are saying, we're not like other kennels. We don't just have one pick of the litter. You understand what I'm saying? We have multiple badass dogs off of litters. Real talk. And this is proof in it. Just wait till you guys see some of his litter mates off the hook. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up that litter that he came from, and I want you guys to look at these puppies and tell me what you think. Tell me which one you think was the pick. I felt like he was definitely one of the higher picks. Real talk. I was telling my partner, might not want to let this one go for real. You know what I mean? But the picks were so good and so close that it didn't even really matter, man. I'll tell you what, we got his brother, and wait till you see this monster. You know what I'm saying? We got his brother, and wait till you see that boy. But I'm going to go ahead and pull up. I'm going to pull up the whole litter. Make sure you guys get over there and give the homie a follow, you guys. He's got 194 followers. Get over there on Instagram and follow the homie Bullies_Bullies on Instagram right now. We appreciate y'all. He said, that's right. You got it. Okay. El Nene Malo. That's right. That's right. Man, I thought it was like one word, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to kill it like that, man. He says, I got a crazy video to show you soon how he looks right now. I'm excited. Thanks for the opportunity. No problem, bro. No problem. I'm glad you gave this dude a great home, that type of stuff, man. But I need you to send me these videos. I need you to email me these videos to KillinoisKennels@gmail.com. And I can edit it and put it together and put something really dope for you and show people on the channel. Real talk. Kratos is a beast too off of God of War. Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely, man. Most definitely. Kratos is a bad, bad boy. Kratos is actually, he does look like a clone, but he's actually a little bit more. You understand what I'm saying? Kratos is like a standard bully that's 100 pounds. You understand what I'm saying? With a crazy, crazy head. That type of stuff. But this boy that I just got done showing you, he is an exact clone of God of War. Exact. And that's not taking nothing away from Kratos. He's just more of his own dog versus looking identical. He looks a lot like God of War. You could call him a clone as well, but with Kratos, he's like his own dog because he's a bad boy, man. Bad boy. Said, yeah, he's a monster. That's right. That's right. Let me pull up this litter, you guys. And I want you guys to tell me what you think the pick was. I'm gonna pull up this litter that boy. What did you name that dog, Nene? What did you name that boy? I can't remember. I think it was something to do with Goku. Goku, that's right. His name Goku, and that's a dope name for him. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure it is Goku though. But I want you guys to take a look at this litter and tell me if you think that he was the pick, or which pick you think he was. And then after that, we'll pull up Kratos since Troy had brought him up. That way you guys can see him as well. Where we at? What was that? I think that was yeah. Yeah, this is it right here. I'm going to show you guys the for sale video so we can just do a quick look at the puppies. Here we go. All right, I'm going to pull this up and I want you guys in the comment section to tell me which pick you think was the best pup from this litter. All right. Where we at? We got 125 likes, man. We need 25 more likes. And we'll show you guys a sneak peek look at the puppies with their ears done. Okay? We need 150 likes. I know that majority of you guys that are still in here has already hit the like button, but I know there's some people that haven't. So share this live on all your social medias. Tell everybody to hit the like button. Get on your wife's phone, get on your kid's phone, all that type of stuff. Hit that like. Once we hit 150 likes, I'm going to show you guys a nice little, and it's just a pick. It's just a pick, all right? It's just a pick, but because I haven't been able to, I'm going to go get the new footage of them, okay? So I don't have anything else but this picture, or I would show you more. That type of situation. Mom Duke says, I'm a dog lover. What gets me upset is people invest so much money and don't bring them to the doctors and get their monthly shots. That's what gets me angry. Not saying in here, but if you're going to do a pick of the... Yeah, that's right. He said Goku. That's right. That's right. So this is the video when we put them up for sale. It's just going to be some little quick shots of them. This right here was a black tri-male, real nice boy from that litter. It's just going to be some quick shots. Female one right here, and the numbers was just the numbers. You know what I mean? Solid girl right there. This is going to be his boy Goku. This is his boy right here. God of War clone, as you guys can see. That boy matured into something serious, for real, for real. This is going to be a female from that litter. Bad girl. Pay attention and let me know which one of these puppies you thought was the best. Here's another real nice male from the litter. Kind of has that red rum look in his face. You know what I mean? This is going to be male 4. I believe this boy went down to Texas or something, if I'm not mistaken. Male 5. This boy stayed in Illinois, and I'll tell you what, this dog is looking cool as hell right now, too. I'm going to try to catch up with those guys here soon and get some footage. Here's female 3. And I can't remember where that girl went. Okay, it looks like that's it. That's it. That boy Goku was out of Glorilla. We got the litter from right now with Master Poe and God of War. That type of situation. Let it be known there is no wrong answer out of those puppies. Which one was your guys' favorite? Let it be known, you guys. Let it be known. Should I run it back? If you want me to run it back, let it be known. Oh my God. Oh my God. 3,500 was a steal for the clone. Most definitely. Most definitely. That's what I say. That's like I always say, man. We offer the best prices versus quality you can find anywhere in the world. You know, we could have put that boy up with the way he looks right now. We could have put that boy up for 6, 7, 8 grand. That type of stuff. Go ahead and let this run again. Let me know which puppy was your favorite out of those. Let it be known. Okay. Troy Clark says, or male 3. Okay. Troy like male 3. Or male 3. Yeah. Super nice. Look at that boy, man. And we just showed him to you, man. Look what he turned into. That's what I tried telling you guys, man. In that clip right there, that was not the best clip of him. And matter of fact, it was kind of hard to get good footage of him at that time. But you can see, you know, you can see that boy looked good. I mean, he looks even better now. He even turned out even better than we had. You know, we knew he was going to be a God of War clone. We just didn't know if he was going to be a little bit less version of God of War or a little bit more version of God of War. But don't get it twisted. We knew what it was when we sold him that dog. We knew what it was. He said, as we speak, I have people trying to buy him off me. Like, nope. That's funny. That's funny. They're probably seeing him on this live, trying to get him, trying to offer you some money, man. Don't sell that boy, bro. Definitely don't sell that boy. Make him use him or something, you know? That type of stuff. You got a straight bull, man. You need to get that boy into some shows, bro. You need to get that boy into some shows. For real, for real. Real talk. Where we at? We're at 133 likes. We need 150 likes, and we're going to show you guys a sneak peek look at the Master Poe and Glorilla pups. We're about 20 some, 17 likes away. Hit that like button, y'all. Share out the live. All right. Let's get into something different, man. A lot of people ain't really put their 2 cents in on that type of deal. Shout out to Troy. Shout out to Troy. I think he was the only one that said what he thought was the picks. Show. My bad. Having a little technical difficulties here. Where we at? With it? 8:13. We've been on live for a little bit, about 2 hours, man. Vince said the females look great. That's right. That's right. Let's get back to this. I'm gonna the photo of the clone did not. The photo for the clone did not do justice for the dog. Are you talking about the video and that stuff we put up? It most definitely didn't. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. You know what I mean? Sometimes, you know, not sometimes, almost every single time these dogs look better in person. You know what I mean? It's hard to capture their looks at times, you know? You know, male 3 was my litter pick, Baby Red Rum. That's right. That's right. A lot of people like that boy. A lot of people like that boy. Atomic CJ says, finally got you live. Love the quality and the prices of your pups. Nothing can beat that. Maybe someday soon. That's right, man. Big shout out to the homie Atomic CJ. You know, he's got a German Shepherd right there in his profile picture. We actually had what you call it? We had rated his dog on a live one time. Big shout out to the homie Atomic CJ. Give you guys a sneak peek, a look, you know. The homie Troy had mentioned Kratos, and we're gonna go ahead and give you guys a look at Kratos. This is another dog that, you know, we was calling a God of War clone, but he actually outgrew God of War and is pretty much his own dog, but he still's got that God of War look. You know what I mean? You know, whenever I put God of War clone on that boy that Nene's got, I meant it full heartedly. And as you guys can see, I wasn't wrong. You know what I mean? I wasn't wrong. Real talk. Let's pull this up. This is going to be Kratos on the far left right here as him as a puppy. Off the hook, boy. Off the hook. Count says yes. And what he means by yes is saying that the footage didn't do Goku justice when he was a puppy. It most definitely didn't. And sometimes you guys got to trust what I say in these videos because I'm speaking facts. I'm speaking the truth. You know what I mean? That type of deal. Nalissa by Emily. I'm pretty sure this is Nene's wife, the other owner of Goku. And she says Goku definitely looks way better in person. I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. I can't wait to get out there to the East Coast and record a lot of your guys' dogs. And we're going to be setting that up here soon, man. We're going to be setting that up here really soon. Keanu Burgess says, yes, God of War definitely has his own look. You don't see dogs that have his look. Appreciate that, big dog. Real talk. Appreciate that. Where we at? So this is giving you guys, this was like the little intro to the video. And then Kratos is owned by our Killinois family members, Rob and Annette here. This is the first dog that they actually picked up from us. This is their white folks and Layla's son. This was the first time we met him. This is the second dog they picked up from us. This is a female out of Vanilla Gorilla and Chi Chi and real nice chocolate girl. And here they are a little bit more grown up. Not fully mature, but a little bit more grown up. You can see turn into some really nice bulls right there, man. Turn into some really nice bulls. Real talk. Andrinas Saint just says all the way from St. Lucia in the Caribbean. Man, shout out to the whole Caribbean, man. Shout out to the whole Caribbean, man. We've been having a lot of people tapped in with us and we've been selling some dogs over there. Real talk. Shout out to the whole Caribbean. I know there's a lot of y'all tapped in here tonight. We got Juan Emos in here from the Caribbean. We got Man Jack Bullies in here. Man Jack Bullies got 2 dogs from us. We also, at that same drop, you know, here's Kratos as a puppy, you guys. And, you know, we was claiming he was a God of War clone at this time too. You know, he just kind of outdid God of War. This boy is a hog, big, you know, and that's not saying nothing. God of War is a badass dog, and that boy Goku is a badass dog. You know what I mean? Let's get into the new footage of Kratos, though. You know, in this footage, you guys can kind of see him winning at a show. He was about, I think he was about a little over a year old in this footage. You can see him back there. Badass boy. This is him winning a class right here, taking best male. And then he, you know, we had our Killinois family members, Rob and Annette, bring Kratos down and drop him off for us so we could get some real good footage of him. And big shout out to big shout out to the homie Rob and Annette. But this is Kratos now, you guys. Straight bull. Standard bull, damn near 100-pound dog. The footage really doesn't do this bull no justice neither. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of people in this chat right now that has seen this dog. And we sold this dog with breeding rights so we can still use them. And, you know, our Killinois family members from Chicago reached out to us, said they want them, and we made sure they got them and stuff. And you know, this boy Kratos is off the hook. If you're, you know, a Killinois family member located in Chicago, you've seen Kratos at shows. If you're a Killinois member and seen Kratos in person, let them know in the comments section right now how badass this boy is. Let it be known. CJ, no problem, bro. No problem, big dog. Keanu Burgess says those fronts are straight at. Yeah, yeah. God of War don't play, man. The God of War don't play. Bill Thomas says, prop to you for getting great quality pics and videos. Definitely not easy. Takes me forever to get a pic of my pup I'm happy with. It's most definitely a lot of work, man. It's most definitely a lot of work. It's nothing that you're just going to make happen in the matter of 5 minutes. That's a lot of things. People just think, oh, you know, they're just taking 5 minutes to get this stuff. Hell no, man. You got to really, really put in some work to show the true, you know, the true meaning of what you're looking at. You know what I mean? Dogs are really hard to capture. You know what I mean? Really hard to capture. Again, I know that we got Killinois family members and Killinois members that have laid their eyes on this dog in person. Please let them know in the comments section how badass this boy really is. You know, and this you know, this is just showing you guys how badass God of War is and how much of a good producer he is. That type of situation, you know. God of War is a bad boy. You know, I want to go try to see if I can find this video. There's a video I got where I show a lot of his productions, but I need to do a new one and add a bunch. You know what I mean? So if you guys got God of War pups, send that stuff out, you guys. Real talk. Lorenzo Young, that's going to be a Killinois member, man. Shout out to Renzo. He says these lives are dope, bro. Appreciate that, bro. Real talk. I do my best, man. I do my best to try to make this, you know, nice and entertaining for everybody. We need these Killinois members to jump on here so it ain't just always me talking. And I'm also willing to put some Killinois family members on here. If any of you guys want to join one of these lives and you're part of the Killinois family, kind of let it be known, man, and hit me up and we'll put you guys on the live with us. JH says, let's go East Coast. That's right. Here soon, we're going to be making a trip out there with Top Dog TV, and we're going to have a little meetup. Do a meetup with all the Killinois family and record your guys' dogs and do a badass video on it. Brian Flatterly said, who did you lay in the snow to get good pics? Was that Dollar Bill? Man, any snow videos you've seen of these dogs, I was in that snow, bro. You know what I mean? But Dollar Bill was definitely one of them. But all of them, bro. All of them. Real talk. I don't even know if I got that footage in there. I need to go see. I got some footage of me literally laying in the snow when we were recording Busy Bone. Martin Garcia says Kratos and Pink Starburst would be nice together. Most definitely, but I think the blood is too tight, big dog. We probably wouldn't do that one. Lorenzo Rung says, I got something lined up for Kratos. Okay, that's what's up. Nails by Emily. That's Goku's owner showing love to her boy's brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Lorenzo Young says, I laid hands on him a few times. Definitely one of the best bulls in the world. I know that's right. I know that's right. Bad boy. Mom Duke said he's gorgeous. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Vince says, I saw Kratos in person at a couple shows, and he definitely stands out from the competition. Annette and Rob are super nice folks as well. That's right. That's right. See, this is our Killinois family members telling you about Kratos right here. That type of situation. They seen him, shout out to Rob and Annette and shout out to Vince. They're the Killinois family members that come out to those Chicago shows the most. And we really appreciate you guys showing up you know, being part of the Killinois family and all that. You know, you guys see us at some shows, man, bring those dogs out. Come kick it with us, man. We are like a family for real, you know, that type of deal. Count 3630 says taking photos of the dogs is true art. Most definitely. And we don't even really take pics too much anymore, man. It's all video. You know what I mean? But we do try to get some pics as well. JH says Kratos is all that. That's right. JH seen him. JH got to see him in person. We got the old white lady in the building. That's right. That's right, man. That's one of my favorite Killinois family members right there. That's the old white lady, Wendy. She said, just a quick hello. Love my God of War boy. He is wicked. And that's right. Wendy's got a really nice God of War son as well. Real talk. Real talk. Big shout out to Wendy for tapping in. I know it's probably getting a little bit late, but thanks for joining us, Wendy. It's always good seeing you in here. Keanu Burgess says, Killinois family members, we support. Want to see your bulls? Send it to Dayton. Email, show everyone what they get from the Hammers at Killinois Kennels. Please and thank you. That's right, big dog. That's right. You heard him. He said it, man. Send out those bulls, and I'm going to work on a bomb Killinois family member compilation video. And we got some really dope dogs to show you guys, man. Real talk. You know, I'm talking about our Killinois family members' dogs, not ours. The dogs we have sold people. That type of stuff. Get those videos out, you guys. JH says Kratos is fire. He's a beast for sure. And God of War does his thing for sure. That's right. That's right. Donze Braxton said, I sent a pic. Would you like to pick a first-time stud for Star? She's in her first heat now, so we got a time to pick a stud. Yeah, most definitely, bro. You can hit me up. And I'll let you know, what I feel will be your best options. I'll try to give you a couple options and, we can go from there, big dog, most definitely. So is Star the fawn one or is Star the black tri one? Let it be known. Martin Garcia said, did Killinois produce Pink Starburst? Most definitely did. Most definitely did. Yes, sir. We produced her right here at the camp. Atomic CJ says, I love that whitehead pup from this drop. I think he's going to be extreme bull. Love his colors too. That's right. That's right, man. Badass boy, man. That whole litter's off the hook. There is no slouches. Real talk. Count 3630 said, hits that like. We're almost there. Okay, we're 11 likes away. For any of you guys that are new in here, make sure you guys hit that like button. Hit it, and I know majority of you guys already have. The moment we hit 150 likes, I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek look at this next litter, man. Big shout out to everybody that has already hit the like button. But share out the live, that type of stuff, so maybe we can go ahead and show y'all this. Real talk. Let's go ahead and get into something else, though. Let me see. If you guys got anything you guys want me to poll up, speak on, let it be known in the comment section. I'm catching up with the comments, you guys. And like I said, I feed off of your guys' energy in these lives. We've been on here for a couple hours now, 2.5 hours. And I don't mind staying on here for a little bit longer, but I need some help, you guys. I need some help. That type of situation. We are 9 likes away. 9 likes away. That type of situation. Let me see what I got here too before I'm going too crazy. I wonder if my partner Alex Toller's in here. If my partner Alex Toller's in here, let it be known. Let it be known. Let it be known. Because he just sent me a video and I might show you guys a little clip of that, but I don't know if he wants me to show that or not. That type of deal. Let's see. We're at 141 likes, man. I got this picture on deck, y'all. I got these pictures on deck. Let it be known. My partner Alex got a little clip. I might show y'all if he's okay with it, but he might not be. He's very, very particular. That type of deal. Star is the fawn. Where'd you send that picture to, big dog? Let me know. Did you email it? JA says hit that like button. We're almost there. That's right. That's right. Brian Federley says 10 likes on credit. I'll take 10 likes on credit. Oh, wrong one, y'all. Alex says, let me see real fast. You're the one that sent it to me, fool. You don't know what you got going there. Let me see. Let me see if I don't think it's a bad clip, but it's up to you, bro. Let it be known. I wonder if you're watching. Are you in here watching and ain't said nothing? Because if that's so, that's wild, my boy. Keanu Berger says he does. Okay. Man, I'm not sure what he meant by that one. Male 3. Okay. Stanley, are you saying that male 3 from that God of War litter that we just went over and showed you guys all the puppies, that was the one you liked? Is that what you're saying? I did until. Man, I told you this fool is so particular. Yeah. Yeah, you ain't got to tell me, Troy. Trust me. I know. I can make one. Nah, don't worry about it. Your ass is crazy, man. Alex is crazy. Vince says, tell Alex to hit that like button. I got this laugh. I gotta change that laugh. That one sounds kind of crazy. I'm kind of using that one to be a smart ass with, but I don't know where my other laughs are. Troy Clark says, Alex likes to be incognito. Like I said, you ain't got to tell me. Shit, you ain't got to tell these guys. They know that. That type of stuff. Tone says, I'll take the runt. Dude, Renzo's laughing at these guys. Alex think with all things in the loop TV says hit that like button. 8 more to go. That's right. That's right. 8 more to go. 8 more likes, and I'm gonna show you guys a sneak peek. My name is Alex. I already liked it. That's funny. Man, I gotta get my laughs right, man. I got some dope little I got some dope little sounds here coming. I got my soundboard hooked up a little bit better, man. And I figured out some things, so we're gonna make it really, really dope, man. I got this one right here I was gonna use, but we're gonna make it better.
We got the Killinois family in the building. Let's
go. Where we at? What am I working on here? 8 more likes, y'all. And I'm sticking to my guns. We need those 8 likes or I'm not showing y'all. Real talk. Yeah. To the top, don't stop says, hey, bro, although I ain't get my pup from you, can you refer me to your ear crop plug? I'm a trucker based out of Chicago. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, we just use our vets out here. You know what I mean? We're not one of those guys that do backyard stuff or none of that. But man, what is that vet in Chicago? It's Summit. Try Summit. You know, they do all the breeders' ears up there. Try Summit. Summit Animal Hospital in Chicago. 5 more. It says 145. It says 144 for me, but maybe it ain't came in. That type of deal. Renzo, that picture you just posted sucks. That picture sucks, man. You should have used a different one. You ain't got to keep updating it, my boy. That picture's trash. I'm just giving Renzo some crap, you guys. Don't pay no attention. 146. We're at 146, 4 likes away, and we're going to get to it, y'all. We're going to get to it. And you got to keep in mind, this is just something that I had got sent. This ain't like the best absolute picks in the world. Let me take a look here. Yeah, it actually looks a little blurry, but he said 147 now. Yeah, Renzo, that pick's trash, bro. That pick is trash. You got way better. I've sent you better than that. You're tripping. Culver Prospecting says, I smashed the 145. What's up, brother? What's up, big dog? Thanks for thanks for tapping in and supporting. Yep. It looks like some people are taking it back, though. It's been a B 148. I still see 146 on my side. I see 147. Now I see 147. We're almost there, y'all. We're almost there. We got 3 more likes, and we'll give you guys a sneak peek. Let's see. Man, these pictures, I thought these pictures were a little bit blurry, but once I blow them up, they're kind of not that great. That's that Facebook stuff, man. That's that Facebook stuff. As far as just the quality. Troy Clark says we're at 149. 1 more. Man, we need 2 more likes. I know damn well all 56 of you people didn't do it. Come on, man. Hit the like button. Stop being petty. Hit the X, like it, and then join back to the chat. It's not that hard, y'all. You ain't going to miss nothing. Troy Clark says 149. Okay. 1 more. Culver's Prospecting says 150. Lorenzo says 140 now. 1 more. Like, let's go. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. Lorenzo says 150. Big dog, let's go. It ain't came through on my side yet. JH says 150 on mine. Let's go. Still ain't said it on my side yet. Tone says finna make the kid bring her phone too to get over the hump. Okay. All right, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, man. It looks like we definitely hit it, man. We definitely hit it. Big shout out to all y'all, man. Big shout out to all y'all. Real talk. That's right. That's right. Big shout out to all y'all, man. It's crazy. I gotta try to motivate you guys with likes, just to hit the like button, man. Support y'all, man. Support y'all boy over here, man. That stuff ain't that hard.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Come on now. We got Boosie, even Boosie
Hey, bro,
agrees.
come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Right, here we go. Tone says 150, 150, 150, 150. Bring the kids home. Stop teasing us, they said. I ain't teasing nobody. Y'all teasing us with likes. I showed up just in time. Oh, man, look at that. Midwest American Bullies just joined us. He didn't have to go through none of that. You know, big shout out to the homie Midwest American Bulls, man. He always joins the lives and shows a lot of love. Helps keep the conversation rolling. All right. Mom Duke says, here we go. That's right. That's right. Count says 52. I had to call my sister, my brother. Okay. It's all good, man. It's all good. Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Where we at? Boom. Here's a little sneak peek look at them, y'all. It's kind of blurry. It doesn't look real good, but here they are with the ears done, you guys. That type of stuff. I do got another picture that I might show you. Let's see if we can get 165. If we can get 165 likes, I'll show you another pic. You know, right here we got the 3 boys, and then you're seeing one of the girls off in the corner there. So, looking off the hook, you guys. Them ears really did them some justice, if you can't tell. 152, 154, 165, and I'll show you guys another one. Midwest American Bullies. Yeah, you know, as soon as I see you live, I'm in. And wow, these puppies is looking good. Appreciate you, big dog. You already know. I rock out with you, big dog. You already know that. You already know. Amy Hayes says the black one is fire. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Amy Hayes, are you part of the Killinois family? Did you already pick up a dog from us? Let it be known. Nene says they're fire. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. Definitely. I know the one Troy was looking at. It is not in here, and I'm sorry, bro, but you get to see the puppies, my boy. The homie Troy Clark. It's good to see you so interested in the dogs, man. Real talk. She said, no, not yet, but always in the lives. Okay, that's what's up. We appreciate you. There ain't none, you know, it's not like you have to be a Killinois family member to be in here. A lot of people in here are not Killinois family members, and we appreciate the people that come in and support us just as well. You know, that type of stuff. But a lot of you guys that come in and support the lives, man, please don't forget to help support our videos when we drop them. Hit that like button on them joints. Drop a fire emoji or some comments or some love, man. That really means a lot, and it helps us make it to 100,000 subscribers when we're going to be giving away one lucky person a super nice puppy. At every 100K, we're going to be doing a giveaway on a puppy at every 100K we make. So, you know, right now we're at 70,000. We ain't too far from it. And, you know, we're going to get there. So the more support you guys give us, the likes, the comments, the shares of the videos, all that type of stuff is going to help us reach that goal faster. So please make sure you guys support all of our videos. Make the video, make sure you watch the video all the way through. Even if you don't got time, put it on your TV, go walk, do some laundry. Don't worry about it. Let that stuff play through. That's going to help us. Real talk. Keanu Burgess says they're beautiful. Appreciate that, big dog. That black one is a tank. Appreciate that. All things in the loop TV. Appreciate that. Troy Clark's laughing at me. Ryan Campbell says puppies look good. Appreciate you, big dog. Appreciate you. Ferris says all the pups are fire. Appreciate you. Ferris, is that Jay Lefty's wife, Ferris? Let it be known. I do when I catch them. Appreciate that, big dog. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Tone says, I feel like you intentionally didn't show the runt, my guy. Nah, it wasn't that, man. This is just a quick pic that my partner sent me, man. That's all. It's just a quick little picture my partner sent me. Vince said, they look great. Where's my favorite little Nino Brown clone? Yeah, you didn't get to see that one either. That's the same one Troy wanted to check out. Rob716, Killinois family in the building. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Martin Garcia says that male on the left is the one. Man, they're all the one, bro. I'm telling you. They're all the one. Real talk. I mean, you got your personal preference, and I can see why, being your dog, the picture in your the picture in your profile, but you know, it kind of resembles that colorway. But nah, man, they all look great. Real talk, man. That isn't no sales pitch, man. There ain't no slouch in this litter at all, man. JH says those puppies are crazy. Appreciate it, big dog. I felt like you was holding out on your boy. Nah, most definitely not, man. Most definitely not. Like I said, I had this is just a picture I got from my partner. He was just showing me like the ears are good, that type of stuff. Ferris from Cali Roxy. Okay, that's what's up. We got a Killinois family member that's located out here in Illinois. Her name's Ferris, so that's what I was thinking maybe. But big shout out to you for tapping in. We appreciate you. Martin Garcia says, I like the tries. I know that's right. I know that's right. 155 likes. If we can get 10 more, I got another picture that I'll show you. You're probably going to be disappointed, but because it's literally the same dogs, but but it is another picture. That type of deal. If you're new in here, it looks like we got some new people jumping in here. If you're new in here, make sure you guys hit that like button. Once we hit 165 likes, we are going to give you guys another sneak peek look at these puppies. But man, I'll tell you what, let's get into something different in the meantime, man. We'll get into something different in the meantime. Take y'all screenshots or whatever. That way y'all can take a look at this. You know, take a screenshot if you want to stay looking at it. Midwest American Bull says, I can't wait to see the females. You know, that female that's a female in that far right corner in that other cage. That's a female right there, you big dog. So you do get to look at one of them. Let's get into something different though. We need to revamp there. Let's keep them all. Man, I know that's right, man. I know that's right. Because they're worth keeping them all, man. But it's like that on a lot of litters with us over here, man. We really put in work. We really do. We're over here like Dr. Frankenstein doing our thing, you know? We really do our thing, man. There's, I'm telling you right now, I wouldn't be mad at getting one of these pups, no matter what one it is. They're all off the hook. And just wait till you guys see the next video, man. This is just a quick little shot, man. Wait till you guys see them. They are looking insane. She looks like the most like Master Poe. I knew as she developed, she was going to resemble him more and more. Yep, for sure. She does. She's one of my favorites off the litter. I mean, I like them all, though, man. 159 on the likes. Let's go. That's right. Let's get 5 more in, man. We need more than that, but 165 likes, and we will show you guys some more. Yeah. Blue But Glorilla, bro, she's amazing. Appreciate that, bro. Real talk. And I'll tell you what, the footage don't even do justice on that girl, man. She's a bad, bad girl. Fernando Diaz says we ain't Killinois members, but we all Killinois fam. Where's the Killinois fam? Appreciate you. Fernando Diaz, not everybody is a Killinois family member, though. We do have supporters, and those, right now we're calling those the Killinois supporters, but, Killinois family members are people that have purchased dogs from our kennel. Fernando Diaz, are you a Killinois family member? Did you pick up a dog from our kennel? And if so, let us know which dog you got. That way I can kind of put a name with the, situation so I know. But I'm not saying you're not a Killinois family member, but from your screen name, I haven't seen you in here too much. I don't know if you are a for real Killinois family member. But the Killinois family is people that have purchased dogs from us. Okay. We do need to come up with a name for our supporters, like the Killinois Mafia, the Killinois Crew. We had a bunch of good ones, the Killinois Posse, all that type of stuff. But yeah, for sure. Martin Garcia, they're definitely all beautiful pups. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. We need 5 more likes, and I'm going to give you guys another sneak peek look at it. Let it be known. Lorenzo says, Midwest Bulls, you got a good eye. That's right. That's right. Shout out to Renzo, kind of speaking up a little bit tonight. Said, we appreciate you, Fernando. That's right. That's right. Yeah, either way, Fernando, we appreciate you, whether you're a supporter or you actually bought a dog from us. But I'm trying to teach everybody the slang that we're using. You know what I mean? Killinois family is customers, people that have bought dogs from us. We got to come up with something good for our supporters because we appreciate our supporters more than some of our Killinois family members. You know what I mean? And that's, just some of our Killinois family members. I'm talking about the Killinois family members that buy a dog from us and just disappear. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. We definitely appreciate our supporters more than any of them. You know what I mean? So not being a Killinois family member is not like a diss or nothing. Don't take that personal, but we have names for everything. You know what I mean? I'm drinking Alex's moonshine. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Renzo's from the South, if you can't tell. He got that moonshine. Where we at, y'all? 3 more likes. 3 more likes. Let me go ahead and get that picture ready, man. Let me get that picture ready. Too bad we couldn't see that little video. Thanks a lot, Alex. That's right. That's I gotta get a better one. That one sounds ridiculous. I got that one to be a smart ass. Like if somebody's talking, I could hit that like, haha, but that's my laugh one for right now. I gotta get a new laugh one cracking. But yeah, Troy, you're right. You're right. Where we at, man? 3 more likes, y'all. 3 more likes. 3 more likes. And we're going to give you guys another sneak peek look at these puppies. A different picture. That type of deal. Get this other one ready. This other one ready. I mean, I would hope y'all could get it together. Let's see here. We'll pull up something else that we can look at for the meantime, in between time, because I think it's going to be really hard to get those other 3 likes. We might not even show y'all this pic. I know we're running out. If y'all share the video. Share the video to your social medias. You never know. Somebody might join. Jump in, hit that like button. Share it out. Share it out. I get it. Most of y'all been in here and most of y'all done hit that like button. 2 likes. Says we need 3 on my side, but I'm not 100% sure. It probably takes a little second for it to show up on my side. Where we at? I think this. I want to see something. We showed you Raiders. I want to see if I put that video of his productions in this video or not. Yep, this is the one. Show you guys a little sneak peek look at all these badass God of War sons. Not God of War sons, but God of War dogs productions. Two likes, he says. 163. Brian Flattery says wife is calling friends. Make sure they subscribe too, Brian Flattery. Make sure they subscribe too. Tell their friends to subscribe. Keanu Berger says, how is Nino Brown doing and what's next for him? You know, I most definitely think, you know, we'll have something soon coming up with that boy for sure. He definitely produced some really nice dogs. So most definitely, you know, we've had a lot of new up and coming dogs, things like that. If kind of, you know, some dogs ain't getting some play because we got some new stuff using and things like that. But don't trip, man. All the older dogs will be getting their play here soon. Stay tuned for it. What does it say? 165 go time. I don't see it yet. I still see 164 on my side. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Had to grab my girl's phone and hit the like. That's right. That's right, man. Big shout out to Midwest American Bulls, man. Appreciate you. He says trust. I don't trust nobody, Tone. We're gonna wait till I see that 165. No disrespect. Dragon's Blood Kennel says, good evening, buddy. How things going, man? Shout out to you for tapping in, man. Shout out to you for tapping in. Right now, we're trying to hit 165 likes on this video, and we're going to give you guys a sneak peek look at our puppies. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button. Amy Hayes says 165. It's not pulling up on my side yet. Let me see. $165. Like, shout out to everyone who hit that like button. Man, it still ain't pulled up on my side. Zoe, text him you in here. All right, dope. Big shout out to y'all, man. Big shout out to y'all. Big shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all. We've been hitting them. We've been hitting them goals, man. So let's get to it. Let's get to it. It's of the same 2 puppies, but it is another pick. You know what I mean? More so you can see him. That type of deal. Where we at? Amy Hayes. I got 166. 166. That's right. Appreciate y'all, man. It must take a little bit of time for it comes in on my side. That type of deal. Again, it's the same puppies, but you get a little bit better look of them. Let me zoom it in a little bit for y'all. There you go. That type of deal, man. I'll tell you what, if we can hit 175, I got a little something I can show you of that white boy that everybody wants to see. 175, 10 more likes, and we'll make it happen. But let's get into something different while we're waiting. I'll let this sit like this for you guys to get a little like at it. You know, get a little look at it, not a like. But yeah, these are both boys right here. And like I said, for you guys that are really waiting to see them and that type of stuff, we're going to be recording these puppies Thursday and Friday. And we're going to be recording these puppies Thursday and Friday. And I'm going to do my best to get that video up as soon as possible, man. I'm going to buckle down, that type of stuff. And we're going to be recording them in a new environment to kind of change up the scenery for you guys, if everything works out correctly. That type of deal. Troy Clark says, dang, I know Troy was hoping to see that white boy. But like I said, there's a video that my partner Alex just sent me. I'll pause it because he don't want me to show you guys this video, but I will pause it on a clip of that white boy. If we can get to 175, I will show you guys that. 67. Said 167. Okay. Amy Hayes. Isn't there one with a white face? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. If we can get to 175, I'll show you guys the one with the white face. These are just some pictures that my partner sent me for some my eyes only type of situation. But I figured I would show it to you guys. You know what I mean? This isn't like, best picks and things like that. Honestly, these don't really even do these puppies no justice, but it is something for you guys to look at. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Troy Clark said he's going to be mad. Yeah, it'll be all right. It'll be all right. I'll deal with Alex being mad at me. It's okay. He gets mad at me a lot, Troy. But that's what happens when you're best friends. You dig? I've been hearing y'all are best friends though, Troy. I've been hearing y'all's best friends. Trying to take my best friend, homie? Are you getting my chat? Man, I ain't. It's kind of hard to keep up with that type of stuff when you're on the live. Where are you sending it to, bro? Let me know where you're sending it, Don. Let me know where you're sending it at. I think the homie sending me. Did you send it on Instagram or did you send it? I don't see it, bro. I don't see it. I don't know if it may be in my request or something, man. Stupid ass. Facebook. I don't know if it's in my request or. I can't even see my requests anymore. So I don't know what's up with that. Troy Clark said, that's my guy. Oh, I know. I've been hearing about it. I've been hearing some people been getting jealous about that too. Atomic CJ says, they're all fire, but I'm still waiting for that white boy pick. Again, if we get to 175 likes, I will show you guys a pic of him. 175. He said, I just did it on my girls. There you go. 168. Okay, we're almost there. Let's get it. Let's get it. Share out the live, you guys. Share it out. Share out the live. And I'm not, man, I don't want to keep on with this BS, you know what I mean? Like trying to beg for likes and stuff like that, man. But we need the support, man. We need y'all to support us. That's going to get our stuff out there. We're trying to hit this 100K so we could give you guys a badass puppy. So support us in everything that we do. Support the lives, support the regular videos, all that type of stuff. Kelly Henry says those puppies are fire. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I'm going to give you guys, like I said, my partner, even heard Troy say, my partner ain't going to like that too much. Oops, I'm over here showing y'all a little bit too much. But like I said, we get at 175. I'm going to show you guys a little pic of this boy, of this white boy. I'm going to show you, it's going to be like a still shot of a video because my partner does not want me to show y'all this video because he's very, very particular. It should be no problem showing y'all this video, but you know, it is what it is. That's my partner, and I gotta respect what he wants. Let's see here, that one. Let's see.
The process. Yeah.
Y'all at? Where y'all at? Said 169. Okay, that's right. Master Plo and Master Plo and Go did their thing. That's right. That's right. Man, Alex showed me one of those little lizards you got over there, bro. That thing was pretty dope looking. Troy Clark is another guy that breeds reptiles. He's got lizards and things like that. That one dude said, "You still live?" Yeah, we're live, bro. Said, "Damn, 170." That's right, man. That's right. Hit that like button. We're trying to get 175 likes here, you guys. 175 likes, and I'm gonna give you guys a little sneak peek look at these puppies. Vince Lang says, "What's the next Top Dog TV drop?" That's right, man.
Top dog, and I'm gonna stay top dog. So what the fuck you got to say, dog?
We got the next Top Dog TV. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm gonna be dropping a promo video for that Top Dog TV. It's gonna be a dope video, so make sure you guys stay tuned for it. You know, if you're not, make sure you guys get over there and subscribe to Top Dog TV. For those of you guys that don't know, Top Dog TV is a bully media platform that we created. And, you know, we're going to shows, some of the biggest, baddest shows all over the world, covering them and stuff. The next one we're going to be dropping is the Minnesota one, because that's the one they paid us out to come over and cover. Okay? But tomorrow I'm going to be dropping a video kind of explaining some stuff about that. And then very, very soon, that Minnesota Bullies Unleashed video is going to drop. And it's absolutely going to be one of the best videos we ever posted on this channel. Guaranteed. What's been good? Same old, that one dude. Same old. Real King Bully says, "What's good? Just got off. Glad I caught the live." Man, we're sitting in here. We need 4 likes, and I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek look at these puppies that I would not normally show you. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Hit the X button and hit the like button, and then come back into the chat, you guys. It looks like we got some new people popping in. We need 4 likes, and I'm going to show you guys a sneak peek look at these puppies. Never seen before footage. JH says, "One kid." Yeah, that's right. That's right. Father King says, "What's going on, Killinois Kennels?" We need 3 more likes, y'all. 3 more likes, and we're going to be showing you guys, a quick look at these puppies, man. And, you know, Father King says, "What's going on, Killinois Kennels?" What's up, big dog? Thanks for tapping in. It looks like a lot of people are joining late, man. It looks like we got an early crew and we got a night crew. You know what I mean? That type of deal. What time is it right now? It's 9 o'clock. Probably be shutting this down here soon, you guys. Oh man, somebody took their like away. Somebody took their like away. I just watched it. Hell no. I know it's getting harder to get these likes up, you guys, but it is what it is. We got to do something to kind of make things motivate here, you know? That type of situation. But let me show y'all something here. When's the next show you're going to be at? We're probably going to go up to this BullyCon show on September 26th in Chicago. I'm still trying to work that out. I don't know 100% if we'll all be able to make it, but I'm trying to work that out. We're going to definitely do that Midwest Rumble, November 21st and 22nd, I think it is. And we'll definitely, I'll make sure Alex lets you know, Troy. Father King says, is that graveyard hours, bro? Damn, that's messed up. That's crazy who takes likes away. Yeah, that is crazy. That one dude, I hit the like. Okay, that's what's up, man. That's what's up. We need 3 more, and I'm going to show you guys a quick look. For the meantime, in between time, we're almost there, but for the meantime, in between time, I'm going to show you guys some of God of War's productions. Or no, that ain't it, man. Damn, hold on a second. That ain't it. Damn. I know that one. Must have. Damn it. I messed up. I had that ready. Somehow it just played. Did some goofy stuff. I just had it. One more. It looks like we need one more like, y'all. One more like. Vince says 175, so should be coming through. Should be coming through. Let's see when it comes through on my end. We'll get to it. We'll get to it. Yeah. This is the one I was looking for. All right. Dope, dope, dope. 175. It looks like it's there. I got to see it on my side first. So hit it again. Somebody that hasn't hit it again. We at? There we go. Big shout out to you guys, man. Real talk. Big shout out to you guys, man. I hate to play it this way, man, but it kind of gets a way for us to interact with you guys. And let me get this set up though, because like I said, my partner really don't want me to show you all this video. But I'm gonna pause it at a specific spot. That way he ain't tripping.
Trust the process.
Yeah. Yep. Big shout out to all you guys, man. Damn. Hold up. I got stuff blanking out here. Shout out to Tone. Shout out JH. Shout out to All Things in the Loop TV. Shout out to the one dude. Shout out to the Surge. Shout out to Jason H. Keanu Berger says, teamwork, guys. Good job on the likes. That's right. That's right. That's right. Let me go ahead and see something. Matter of fact, I'm going to do you one better. This is going to be quick, you guys. This is going to be very quick. Very quick. Here we go. Yo, what's up, big homie? Look, Alex tapped in now. He tapped in now. What we're doing is we're showing them the video that you don't want me to show them. But I'm just going to give them a little sneak peek look at, because they are really excited to look at this white puppy. So I'm just going to show a little bit. And there he is. There he is right there, y'all. I'm doing you one better. I'm showing you some footage. There he is. Here y'all go, man. And I got busted right as I'm doing it. My partner Alex, it says, yo, what up, big homie? You know, what's that say? Thick with 3 G's. Thick with what? Thick with 3 C's. Okay, that's right. That's right. Man, it kind of sucks with it being up and down like this. I wish I could zoom in a little bit better so you guys can get a better look. It looks way better like on your phone or whatever. That type of stuff. Here, let me get that name out the way. Here we go, man. We're going to slow it down for y'all so y'all get a quick little look. Man, matter of fact, just let it play. I'm going to let it play one more time and I'm going to shut it down. Yeah. I'll let it play one more time, y'all. One more time. And then that's it. Jay Vince Lang says fire. Appreciate y'all. Real talk, man. The white one reminds me of a dog I had years ago. That's right. That's right. J8 says Alex. But yeah, man. Let's see here. That's enough for that, man. Appreciate you guys with the support. Real talk. Now I'm gonna go ahead and pull up some of God of War's productions for y'all. Keanu Burgess says kind of looks like white folks. Most definitely. Most definitely. Most definitely. That boy's going to be a bullier version of white folks, though. For sure. You know, white folks was produced 14 years ago. You know what I mean? Totally different, you know, different time, different type of dog. That type of deal. Joey Perez in the building, man. Shout out to the homie Joey Perez, man. Finally getting on here and saying something. Killinois family, what's up with you, my boy? Or is that his girl? It might be his girl. Shout out to the homie. That's Killinois family right there. Out there in Colorado, Rocky Mountain Bully Empire. Big shout out to the homie. Let me see here. Let's get to it. All right, here I'm going to show you guys. This is going to be a little wrap it up, you know. If you guys want to talk about something, let it be known in the comment section. This is going to be a little wrap up the live, unless you guys can help me keep it going. That's what this is. And I'm going to show you guys a bunch, you know, because tonight we've been going over God of War productions. And I got a little clip here of a bunch of God of War productions. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, this boy on the left is a God of War son, and this on the right is a baby James son. Type of deal, man. God of War and baby James, both brothers. That's our Killinois family, Jay Lefty, out there in Bloomington, Illinois. Picked up both of these bulls. And shout out to Jay Lefty, man. We ain't been seeing him too much in the comments of our videos or on the lives anymore, man. So, but big shout out to them, man. Again, these are all going to be, for the most part, produced dogs. You know, produced dogs. Kane on the left. That's Kane on the left. That's Meatball on the right. You know, they're cousins, you know. Here's a little video of Kane working that spring pole. You can kind of hear it too. He's over there whining with it. Watch here in a second, you're going to see Meatball just flying through. I'm watching this with you guys. That's why I'm over here looking like that. Like, if one of you guys are wondering why I'm always looking, it looks like I'm looking this way, it's because I'm looking at the monitor. I try my best to look at the camera as much as I possibly can. There's a lot going on here, you guys. This right here is another amazing God of War, son, located out there in Tampa, Florida. I want to send a big shout out to the men. Look at that boy, man. Look at the head on that boy right there. Straight dome, boy. That man, I'm telling you, God of War is the man, man. I'm telling you, that boy be producing. Real talk. Real talk. Where we at? This boy's located out in Florida. Just look at the head on this monster, man. This is another dog that we shouldn't have let go at the camp. You know, I give my partner Alex stuff about. Man, I'm gonna pull this up so you guys can see the whole thing here. This all the time. He come out of the same exact litter as the previous boy you guys just seen, Kane. And matter of fact, the next two dogs we show after. Let me go back a little bit so y'all can really see this boy. Florida, man. I want to send a big. This is one of God of War's best sons right here. Look at that boy, man. Real talk. All right, my bad, y'all. But yeah, this is one of God of War's best sons right here. Another one of them. This boy, God of War, for shout out to the Mendez family. Just look at the head on this monster, man. This is another dog that we shouldn't have let go at the camp. You know, I give my partner Alex stuff about this all the time. He come out of the same exact litter as the previous boy you guys just seen, Kane. Yeah, yeah. So Kane and this dog were brothers, and that's what I try to tell you guys, that we don't just end up with one cool dog. You know what I mean? That dog you guys are looking at right there, and this boy you're seeing right here, the chocolate boy, they came from the same exact litter. Both some badass bulls. The next two dogs we show after this comes from that litter as well. You know, this boy is super nice, man. I'm telling you, I love this dog all the way around the board, and so does the Mendez family. Matter of fact, this boy was so nice that not only did they pick up one God of War son, they actually turned around and picked up a whole nother one. You know, so they got brothers out there. Big shout out to them, man. As you can see, these dogs are living it up. They're in their house, kicking it with their family, all that type of stuff, man. Again, I want to send a major shout out to them, man. We have tons of repeat customers, and the Mendez family out there in Florida, you know, is another major supporter of the camp. You know, make sure you guys go check them out on TikTok. You know, you can see their handle on TikTok throughout all these videos. And what you're looking at right now is the second God of War son, that black tri that they've got there. Super nice boy, but we'll be talking more about him. And that boy right there is not all the way done yet, neither. Keep in mind, he was probably about 11 months old at this little time in this video, as this video goes on. So make sure you guys stay tuned. This is a female that came from that same exact litter with Kane and Mr. Babu. Super nice female located out there in California. Yeah, this girl's out of that girl is the litter mate to that Kane and that other boy with the big old head. These all dogs came from the same litter. This is out of God of War and Elsa. And this girl right here came from that same litter as well. This was a younger picture of her, but she's solid as well. She was about 11 months old in this picture as well. Let's see. You know, of course, you guys have seen Kratos tonight. This is our Killinois family members located out there in Chicago. And they got the litter mate brother to Kratos, you guys. And that's what I'm trying to tell you guys, man. There is no just one cool dog off the litter like a lot of these other kennels. There isn't. You understand what I'm saying? This right here is Kratos's brother. And if you look, matter of fact, let me pull this up on full screen too, so you can get the full vibe here. This boy is super, super nice as well. And shout out to our Killinois family members, Mario, up there in Chicago with his family. This boy's off the hook. That's Kratos's brother, man. I'm telling you guys. Real talk. And this is one of our God of War productions right here that we kept. This is out of God of War and Black Magic. This is Kratos's sister. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys. Like, multiple badass dogs, you guys. Multiple off of litters. Look at that girl. That's a female right there. Straight. She's one of my favorite females we got on the yard as well. Real talk. Medusa. Real talk. Where's this at? Joey Perez. Fire extreme already. Appreciate you. That's right. It's Joey. Didn't you send a dog to Kansas City at one point in time? Man, we sold dogs all over the world, my boy. Definitely had some dogs out there in Kansas, for sure. Serge says, by any chance, you know what's the next show you're going to judge? I don't really know exactly which one's the next ones I'm going to be judging. I do got a dog show. The only one that I'm booked for currently right at this exact time is going to be very far out, but it's the homie out there in Northern Cali. I'm going to be judging a show in Fresno. You know, I've been kind of busy, so I haven't been taking on a bunch of stuff as of recently. I've been busy trying to keep up with YouTube and try to make sure that we're not selling you guys older puppies as much as I could possibly, you know, prevent that type of stuff. But I'll be back in that show ring, man. Don't trip, you know. But the next one that I'm actually booked for, that I actually accepted, is because it was so far away, and that's going to be March in Fresno. But we'll be out at a lot of shows with Top Dog TV and that type of stuff as well. So that type of situation. But I'm still judging and stuff. I just been taking a break, man, because, you know, I got to keep up with what we got going on here. That's what is most important. You know what I mean? That type of deal. You know, I don't want to be selling you guys 5-month-old, 6-month-old dogs. That type of stuff. But every dog you guys see from here on out is off of God of War. This is a female. That was a female off of them. And that right there is Wendy's, the old white lady's dog. That's Wendy's dog, Edward. But this is a girl right here. This right here is a female. Super nice female. She was probably 10, 11 months old at that time. Bully little girl. She was out of the same litter as this boy, Edward here. Wendy, which is out of God of War and Remy. 2 dogs off of 1 litter, man. You understand what I'm saying? This is Wendy out here throwing the video. You know, if you guys haven't seen that video, make sure you guys go check that video out. 70-year-old lady playing catch with a 2x8 or 4x8, whatever that was. And this boy came off of that same litter as well. Multiples. I could do this all day with you guys. You understand what I'm saying? Every litter we put out, I could do this all day where you just see multiple high quality American bullies off of 1 litter. You know, that's why when people get to talking picks and stuff, when you talk that stuff with us, there is no picks. This is Warhog out of God of War and Prada. Another badass God of War kid. Badass boy. Brian Flattery says, beautiful. Brian Flattery says, I can't hurt to work the pole. Any tips? You know, you gotta, you gotta what you call it? You gotta put something on the end of that joint that she likes to play with. You know what I mean? You know, it depends on what type of flirt pole you have. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. You gotta get her to play tug of war with you. Start off with some tug of war, and then tie that to the flirt to the spring pole. You know what I mean? That type of stuff. Give me a call. Give me a call sometime, Brian, and I'll kind of, you know, maybe help you out a little bit better with that. But yeah, you got to start her off with like a towel or something, and then wrap that towel. You know, once she sees you bringing that towel, she loves that towel, then put that towel or a rope or whatever on the spring pole, and then that should kind of help it. You know what I mean? That type of situation. Serge says, God of War, God of Producing. That's right, big dog. That's right. For sure, for sure. God of what the that's right. JH says fact, God of War productions are fire. That's right, man. That's right. But man, I'll tell you what, man. You know, we've been on here since 6 o'clock. That's 3.5 hours, you guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and shut this down, man. I appreciate all you guys tapping in. If you tapped in late and you want to know what my worst nightmare was, rewind it all the way back and you guys can see it. I had a really, really crazy situation happen to me last night, and I almost lost one of my dogs. So make sure you guys go check that out. Appreciate all you guys tapping in. Looks like we hit 178 likes on this. That might be the most likes we ever got on a live within the live. You know what I mean? Of course, we got more on other lives, but I'm talking about while we're live. Big shout out to all you guys that did show some love, show some support, you know, and shout out, man, I need you guys all to do this on every video we drop, you guys. Let those videos play all the way through. Hit the like button, comment on them, share them. As soon as we hit 100K, we're giving away a badass Goku puppy. You know, not a for real Goku, but I'm talking about a Goku, a Kratos, all these badass dogs you've seen. We're going to bless you guys with one of these badass dogs. Okay, as soon as we hit 100K, we're 70 away, but we really need the support from all of you guys through everything. We really, really need you guys to watch all the videos all the way through, whether you're going to watch it or not. Let it play through. Put it on your TV. Let it play all the way through. Hit the like button. Drop a comment. If you can't think of anything to put, just drop some fire emojis or something along those lines. You know, but it helps show some love. You know what I mean? And, you know, once we hit that 100K, we're going to be giving away a badass dog to one of you lucky supporters. Real talk. Real talk. Mom Dukes says, good night, D. Good night, Mom Dukes. Good night. Shout out to Mom Dukes. Thanks for a great live again, D. No problem, man. Thank you guys for tuning in, man. We appreciate y'all. I'm going to hit these comments up. 21210. He said, I made it to the live. I will rewind this. Most definitely. Check it out. 2210 Bully. Shout out to you, man. You try to get in here. I know you're in New Zealand and stuff, man. We got New Zealand in the building. Man, we've had people from all over the world in here tonight, man. Big shout out to 2110 Bullies, man. Sorry you got to shut it down, bro, but we've been on here for 3.5 hours, my boy. But it is a good live. Make sure you rewind it all the way back and watch it, bro. It's definitely a good one. D Easy says, do you breed dogs from the same litter? No, that's inbreeding, and we don't. And I just dropped a video explaining all that yesterday. So check that out. Most definitely, that's the worst way to do inbreeding, is breeding two dogs from the same litter. That's the worst way to do it, inbreeding. And that's exactly what I'm explaining. If you want to know more about that, go to the channel and check out the previous video we dropped yesterday. And matter of fact, while we're on here, I'll send you a link to it. That way it won't make it hard for you to find it. I explained that way better in this video. If you guys haven't seen it, go check it out. Man, I've been trying new stuff. I'm gonna need you guys to support them joints. Or I just, it's like, it's like you guys don't want to see nothing new. You guys just want puppies. You know what I mean? That type of deal. I'm trying to bring some new, but don't trip, man. I'm telling you guys, the stuff that we got coming up on the channel, we got some really big bully world changing content coming to the channel, you guys. I'm telling you. I know I've been been telling you guys a lot of stuff, man, but I'm telling you, we got something that is going to change the whole dog game coming. I'm telling you, tap into these lives, help support these lives, help support the channel, because we got some of the dopest stuff in the world coming. I'm telling you guys. I wish I could tell you right now, but I can't tell you because somebody's going to steal our ideas. Just wait. We got some insane stuff coming to this channel. The best stuff you ever seen. I'm telling you. I can't let it be known yet, but for real, it's going on. She says, okay. Serge, about to get off, brother. You guys have a blessed night. Again, I'm happy to hear you didn't lose Premier. Stay safe out here. Yeah, most definitely, bro. We're about to do the same. This is just me chopping it up. For the people that are dropping comments, I'm going to respond to them, and then it's over with. That type of deal. Keanu Burgess says, yes, good night. Big shout out to Keanu Burgess. Mom Duke says, to the family, good night. That's right. Vince says, see you on the next live. Thanks for tapping in, Killinois family. We appreciate you, to all the Killinois family. JH says, Vince, have a good one. That's right. 181. That's right. Appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, keep the likes going, man. Vince, you too, Jay. Yes, sir, man. Shout out to all you guys. Major love to all you guys that have been in here rocking out with this whole live. Major love to all you guys that support the live, added to those 180 likes, man. You guys don't know how much we appreciate you. If y'all don't know, I ain't got no family. I ain't got no family. I consider y'all my family because y'all show me more love than my own personal family does. That type of situation, man. We really rock out with y'all. Thanks for the support. Thanks for everything. Thanks for all you Killinois family members that have purchased dogs from us. All you guys that have supported us. You guys really don't know how much all this means to me and our whole camp. Real talk, man. We appreciate y'all, man. Y'all end up having, have a good night, man. We'll talk to y'all on the next one. Real talk. Get here. That's right. Go ahead. There you go, man. Appreciate y'all.